he who's without sin cast the first stone. Look, we saying that we love one another, yet we judge each other when we all in sin. You talking like you better than another, but you ain't no better. Better look within. It goes ring around the rosy, karma gets cozy, we all fall down. I see a lot of stones thrown, the closets ain't closed, gotta put the time in. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. You acting like you ain't been down this road. We've all been down before. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Putting down each other while they pointing at our brother. Trying to break us up, so let's just lean to one another. Ain't no giving up, so pass the cup and make it up. Times, yeah, they get rough, I got your back, it ain't no trouble. It goes ring around the rosy, karma gets cozy, we all fall down. I see a lot of stones thrown, but they closets ain't closed, gotta put some time in. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. Let he who's without, he who's without, he who's without sin. Oh, you just lead down the street.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, we are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah, I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love me, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids, tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gon' pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
I'm tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You done this to yourself, Pats.
You know why we not afraid? What? He's great and terrible. Terrible is destruction. Y'all think it come back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying yes we can. No justice, no peace. Go! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke. Motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that they stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords, generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege, given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my sharecrop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting. Of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat, fashioned in the trap we escaped. Our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk. Let my people go, cause
All right, family. Shalom. Most High bless, grace, and peace to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in to F.O.P.E. Civil War and Qanath set the record straight. Thank everybody for coming. Shalom, Star, Lima, all chat, Mika, Obadiah, Elder Don P, Big Country the Hebrew, Marquise, Salah, Saya, Elder Midwest Judite. Thank all of y'all for tuning in. We got a wonderful show lined up for y'all tonight. Star and Lima, Shalom, Queens. Love y'all. Elder Qanath, you can go ahead and take over now. I'm going to jump in the back chat and let anybody that come on the panel.
Yeah, get in touch with Neftali. Let her know if you're on the Civil War one. And after, she know?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Most High bless the chat, man. Star, Lima, Wiz One, everybody, man. Because I'm on my phone, so I really can't see right now. Shane, if you need to take a break or whatever like that, then you have to send me the code, because I ain't been on my laptop in a minute. I don't know if it's gonna be up anyway. But yeah, Most High bless everybody that's in the chat, and Most High bless the panel. Yara, JJ 7000. I think Black Jesus will be coming on too. A few people will be coming on to talk about this. Wasn't supposed to be a debate, but a discussion ended up turning into a debate. So we're gonna go over a few of the things and just talk about what y'all think about it. And in fact, Shan, what I'm gonna have you do a little later while everybody discuss it is pull up some of the stuff that he said, or maybe Neftali can pull up some of the stuff that he said. But it's a few things that we're gonna discuss about what Shaka said the other day, and some of the things that Jabari said. But Most High bless to my panel. JJ, I'm give you first. What's up?
All right, peace and blessings, family. Yeah, man, I sat and watched the whole thing, and yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good, man. I'm real proud of Neftali to be able to do a spontaneous debate that let me know that she's well studied and she stays prepared. A lot of people can't do that, just debate spontaneously. I've done it before when I debated polite. That debate wasn't planned, but and she handled it real good. So she's making FOP look good.
And you know what, Judge? I'm glad you said that, because I think about it now, and you're a witness. We don't let anybody, right, represent FOPE, and you represent FOP well as a champion. And you could tell everybody, because I do the same thing with Neftali, but I can't take nothing away from her skill set, her diligence of researching, and just her overall everything about it, man. I can't take credit for that, but you can say this. We do put pressure on you. We put pressure on Neftali for us. Say, you know what? Okay, sis, you got to go at him, or we try to throw some information at her, but she already has a lot of her own information, just like you do. But we'll throw a lot of stuff at you, and it's not easy because we be in the scripts over here heavy, and we could take criticism. So trust me, Neftali has been well prepared for this for years anyway, way before she met us. But we do some heavy studying over here in our little bat chat ourselves, So you already know how that go, man, and you represent FOP very well. Elder Yara, holler at me, brother. Most High bless.
Hey, Most High bless to you, Elder Qanath. Giving all praise to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to our ancestors who walked circumspectly before the Most High to show us the way, how to walk this path out in this righteous, unrighteous land that we live in. Shout out to JJ 7000, man. Shout out to you, family. Shout out to all the FOPE family, FOPE family. Shout out to all those who are in the chat tonight. I just wanted to come on, man, and lock arms with my brothers and stand up with my sister and say, well done, good job. I've witnessed Sister Naftali just within the last week take down two of these fake so-called scholars or giants over at the HOK, knocking out Shaka last week, had him run off. I witnessed the sister demolish Jabari on last night. And I spoke with Elder Qanath earlier. I told him I wanted to reach out to the sister show my support for the information that she brought out, and really just go in and say, hey, look, enough is enough. They want to try to split hairs, and I'm hearing the fact that because this is a sister that's bringing information that that somehow she's risen to the level with the men. But I'll say this, the Most High anoints who He chooses and who He wills. And here the sister is on the panel. I just wanted to say shout out to the sister again. All praises to the Most High for the work you put in, and I just wanted to come and show my support for the sister tonight. I think she did a excellent job in handling Jabari and those HOK bag of nuts over there. So, it was, absolutely.
Most High bless Neftali. Holler at us before we start going in. How you feel about yesterday and the bros on the panel? Just glad you coming through, talk about what happened the past couple of weeks.
Hey, Shalom, Most High bless. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate you guys coming on and showing your support. There's a lot of hate going on around here, so it's always refreshing to get some validation and acknowledgement. So I truly appreciate it. It's been a trying moment and a trying time trying to get this message out, this information out, and they were I just was trying to go on a dialogue with Shaka, and then next thing I know, they're talking about me, saying that my information was no good, and then Sanetta called me up, and I was trying to actually postpone things. I wasn't ready. It actually turned out that I was supposed to just be sitting sitting up there and watching Jabari do his presentation. Next thing I know, Sanetta telling me, "You need to go. You need to start first." And I'm like, "He's talking about 7 minutes. You got 7 minutes." I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not even supposed to present anything." So it went from me not supposed to be presenting anything to a whole debate. So, but you got to be ready. So.
Damn right. This is not to throw shots at anybody, but it is what it is. And the information that was brought out yesterday to me was just outstanding, sister. You shot everything from the hip, and it was basically just prove. Oh, let's get into first before we go all the way into it. Let's get into the title, right? Let's get into the title of the debate, because it seems like the title of the debate is something that you and Shaka Ahmose supposed to have been debating, and for some reason it seemed like you and Jabari ended up debating. How did that come about?
Yeah, so what ended up happening is that when I was trying to present my information to Shaka, and he brought on Jabari, and Jabari was already there, but Shaka came on, and Garfield. When I was trying to show my information, then Sanetta kept cutting me off. He kept cutting me off, and he told me that, "Oh, don't worry about it. You guys can have this conversation later." So, I said, okay, whatever. So then he ended up calling me, and I thought we were supposed to be having a conversation with Shaka, but he said, "I don't recommend you having a conversation with Shaka. He's not the right person for you to talk to." He was like, "Jabari actually want to have this conversation with you." So I thought we was building a little bit. I thought we was going to broaden the subject matter. And my husband ended up doing the thumbnail. He sent it to Sanetta a week ago with the title on there. So all we know is that right before we was about to go live, and then Qanath, you brought it to our attention, we saw that the title was changed. So we was like, why is the title changed? And so my biggest issue was, he's saying, well, that wasn't the initial title. Okay, well, if that was the case, then you should have let us know way before we went live. He didn't even tell us. So I felt like that was a bit like a little move there that they was trying to be secretive.
and maybe so. I mean, he still.
What was the original title supposed to be?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it really wasn't that big of a deal to me, because I was just like how the Canaanites influence Kemet. That's what I was doing. I was actually broadening it, instead of it just being, is Hathor a Canaanite god? It was, did the Canaanites influence the Egyptians? That was the title. So, and
what was Jabari's position? That nobody influenced him?
his position was Hathor, Canaanite god. That's the one that they changed it to. Yeah.
He thought he could pigeonhole you into an argument, into a straw man argument that you were never trying to make. See, they often do that bait and switch, right? I mean,
that's what it's called.
Yep, bait and switch. They often try to do that to throw you off. They've done that several times. And don't think that this is a one-time thing. This is a tactic that, you know, we realize, and most of us always say who's been on that platform, this is a bait and switch tactic that they use so that you can seem unprepared, because they get you on a phone conversation. This is a legitimate conversation to set up a legitimate conversation where they should have you expect. Where they get us, family, is that we actually have some integrity when we enter into these discussions with them, right? And so we stick to the topic and stick to the information, and that's what we build our presentations on, our lessons on. And then when we get in front of these guys, they do the whole bait and switch thing to try to seem like you're ill prepared or not prepared. They do this often. It's a tactic, right? And it's one that, you know, we're not gonna fall for it anymore. And just tell them, like, look, this is not what I agreed to. And then say, hey, look, even though you did a fantastic job yesterday, sister, on the fly, listen, I'm not dealing with them clowns no more like that, because their whole thing is to show us in a bad light because you have some integrity. You see what I'm saying?
And y'all right. I knew it was finna go south once the question and answer part started, and then Sarnetta started getting in the way. I don't know if you noticed that, but I noticed that. Okay.
Yeah. He's the handler. He's the gatekeeper. And I used to say this in some of the other debate leagues that I was in. When you go into these situations and you have a person like Sarnetta and some other people, you got to be aware of how many people you're actually debating. So anytime you go on the platform, you're not just debating the person you agreed to debate, but you're also debating Sarnetta.
And the chat, and the moderators, and the person you debating.
Absolutely. Because one of the things that they do, if I may, and then I'm going to yield, is that the way that they interject themselves into the discussion is one of two things, and it's to sway the audience and to discourage the speaker, right? So when they think they're making a point, they drop the sound effects, the bombs.
Yep.
You're making the point is silence, so it's dead air. Dead air or dead silence is a psychological tactic that makes the listening audience think that you're lacking in information. It's a game. And I don't even think they're intelligent enough to understand that's what they're actually doing. They just know that this is an effective way that they play the game, and it works with the listening audience. Because to be honest, it's not the smartest chat in the world.
Oh, hell no. And here's another tactic they do. What they'll do is, okay, like Elder Qanath asked a great question. He said, So Jabari, tell me, is Kemet just, do you recognize Kemet as them being just one race, or was it a amalgamation of many different cultures that you would say would be Kemet? And he went into some whole other straw man that you weren't even talking about. He started talking about first cataracts and second cataracts of the Nile Valley. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah, red herrings.
Yeah, that's what it is. And then once he got done doing that, then this Sarnetta turn came in to change the subject and start asking us about Israel. That's exactly what he did.
Right, that's what they do. And this is why I say, to me, the HOK champ over there is Queen Neftali. Because how do you call Jabari a champion, or Shaka or a champion, or the tiny tank guy a champion? You understand what I'm saying? Champions don't just play home games. You understand? They play away games.
Damn right.
These guys never leave these platforms. You know why? Because they're not going to be protected. They're not
Right.
going to be handled with soft and kid gloves. You see what I'm saying? They'll never come over here and have a debate.
They'll never come to the Lions Den.
They'll never come to the Lions Den and have a debate. They won't. They won't do it. You understand what I'm saying? Just like we just witnessed Dr. Brown and Guerrilla Hebrews debate, right? On a neutral platform. That's the reason why that was done. Sakari has a big enough platform. Dr. Brown has a big enough platform, but why do you do that? Because you don't want the other person to gain an advantage. That's why they never have the Super Bowl and the opposing team's home.
Well, no, that's not true, because sometimes they determine at the beginning of the year if your team good enough.
That's true. But they make
but
sure.
But it ain't playing like that.
All the tickets.
Let me interject for a second. Let me interject for a second and check this out, brothers.
Yeah.
Then let the sister go in a little bit more. Now the sister be getting text messages. So if you look at the chat, and the chat has accepted me. Some of them actually, then some of them haven't. But some of them actually reached out to Neftali, right, and used some of the same verbiage that Jabari used, talking about where the sister didn't pronounce one word right. Now let me say this.
They do me like that all the time, family.
But this sister has to be one of the better readers in all of Israel. The way she pronounced words, right, and how fast she reads, and her understanding of what she's reading. And to try to belittle her because she misinterpret a word, a dead language, by the way, all them names, nobody use them names anymore, by the way.
Right.
To try to do that, then you had people that would inbox her and say, well, you lost because you mispronounced the word.
Are you serious? That lets you know that they were not listening. What you say is, what did Jabari bring to the table to make that gave you, that made you decide, yes, Jabari won this debate? That's what you say to him. I need to see the source and reference and the page number. That way I can go look over it and correct myself. And they will never bring that to the table. They're just fanboys. And see, Natalia, you getting the hate that I get. You the female version. You getting the hate that I get. I get a lot of hate. I mean, you could correct them, bring the source of reference, everything. They don't care about that. JJ is just the bad guy. They want to present this image. I don't have no decorum. I don't have no discipline. I'm drunk all the time. All that shit. That's just that's a distraction, because they don't want you to hear the information because you cutting them. I'm trying to tell you, they doing. That's Chris Harris doing a show on you right now. Right now, because she want to be in the hot spotlight. Chris Harris. Yes, she do.
Well, hey, sis, you want to go a little speak? I want to bring out some more information,
absolutely,
if we can.
Yeah.
But let's let the sister speak a little bit longer, because I tell you, a lot of people can't do what you did, and go over there and face the disrespect by Shaka and by Jabari and the things that they said, right? And they kept on saying, "Oh, I got information. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that," and they didn't bring nothing but try to go against your sources, but they didn't bring anything. And I'm like, what part
no source to debunk her source.
Nothing to debunk hers, but try to go into her source and couldn't do it.
And they're not qualified to do that, Elder Qanath. They don't have no degrees to be like, okay, well, I'm qualified to debunk this other PhD or whoever she brought, this archaeologist, to the table. And Jabari is a master of trying to do that on every debate.
But watch this, JJ. Here's the part. And I want the sister, if she can, pull it up, where she actually read what the scholars, and this is what they all said, and they just totally ignored what she was reading and started talking about a damn date. But sister, we've been talking, we just excited because it's rare that we even see actually a sister do what you doing, right? Because this is what you did. I'm gonna let you go in, I promise. You went into their backyard and went into their text and their understanding, and you didn't even use the Bible and destroyed them in their own field.
Facts.
What you was talking about had nothing to do with the Bible. It's in their own field, and you destroyed it. But go ahead, sis.
Oh yeah, thank you. You know, I truly appreciate it. And you guys can speak as long as you want. I'm going to sit back and just listen. But yeah, it's interesting that you said Chris Harris. I didn't know he was making a video, nor do I. I'm not going to worry about it. I like being on people's minds. But yeah, I got a comment from a person. He said to me, you got that word wrong. That's when you lost. I mean, you
Who is
pronounced
this clown?
I don't know. I think blocked. But I was like, wow, that's all it takes is to mispronounce a word, and that just causes you to lose. But that just lets me know that my information was spot on, because if that's the only thing that you can run to is the fact that I mispronounced a word, then that just goes to show you that that audience is just is rigged. I don't plan on being back over there no time soon. It's all good. I got another person that sent me a message, and they said you continue to get smashed by Jabari. So it's like, and then Qanath told me that Sonetta called him and was talking about the chat. I didn't even look in the chat. I know they never have anything nice to say. So
No, they're not. And then Nathali, if they do have something nice to say about you, he's not going to post it. Because I found out there is people in the audience saying nice things about you. It might not be. It might be like an 80-20% type of thing, but he's not going to post that because it's the narrative over there. They want to make you look like, oh, you dumb Israelite, whether man or woman.
Let me say this: it's a lot of the moderators because I'm a moderator over there, and I see who's deleting. If the moderators listen to me right now, I see who's deleting the good comments.
It's Tamika, Florida. It's Tamika, Florida. Stir a word. I can tell you the ones who do it. Yeah. Look, they got me. They got me blocked. Well, you can't even see me in the chat. In order for me to be on the show, I got to be on the panel. That's how much his moderators run his goddamn show. Yeah. But let's get
a little bit into the topic.
Yeah.
Now,
Tyler,
you want to bring out some stuff, and JJ, you can bring out some stuff. You can bring out some stuff.
Yeah, because we know what we face when we go over there. We know what we up against, and they scared to come on our platform. That's just what it is. Go ahead.
Well, Jabari had to come over here and Shaka Ahmose. Oh, let me say this real quick before y'all bring on the information. Shaka Ahmose should not be allowed to go on any Kemetic channel, Israelite channel, and he needs to shut down his own channel because he said, quote, he said, right? Now, if you listen to Sonetta, you should ban it from your channel because you said you're against certain things, right? And especially RAP, right? He said, Shaka Ahmose said out his own mouth, if the bigger guy do you know what to the smaller guy, because he's the giver, he's not GAY. Right? Wow. But the guy that's the receiver is GAY, and this is according to the text. So I want to see the source. The ones that's given is not GAY, according to the Kemetic text or the Book of the Dead, or is just something that Shaka Ahmose feel. Right? Because he also said, well, you know what? They do that today in jail. The guy that do it, it could be a guy that may have done something to a child or beat a woman, so they will rape him, right? RAP him, right? That don't mean they are that. They just teach them a lesson. Well, hold up! Anybody, a man that do that to that man, that's because they like it. Okay. Right? But I digress, because I'm not making this up. It's his own words. Right? Man. But let's get to this information. Neftali, Yara, JJ, Neftali, we'll let you go first. You want to bring out some of the things you talked about yesterday, then let the brothers land me back. or you just want to hear what they got to say about and bring out some of the information?
I can just share a few things. We go ahead and share
Sure.
my screen. Okay.
Now, the whole premise of this conversation, everybody is listening, at least from my perspective, is that these guys, their whole goal is to prove that everything starts in Kemet, whether it's the gods, whether it's the air you breathe, all that. And they don't want to give credit to other cultures that came in and gave them ideas on agriculture, cultivation, technology. You see what I'm saying? So we have to go. So I go back further than that. I go back further than the Nakata. You know, you go to the first settlement. It's called the Fuyan. That's the
Hold
first
on,
one.
JJ, she's sharing the screen. I'm gonna let you go next. She's sharing the screen. So talk about a
Go
little
ahead,
bit,
Queen.
then you can share your screen. Talk about a little bit of. Go ahead, Queen.
Yeah, I won't be too long. This is one of the most important parts right here. Was that I was trying to point out was the fact that the Egyptians worship Canaanite deities. Right. This is an actual Egyptian stele, and it showcases the Canaanite goddess Kedeshet, and she's standing naked on the back of a lion. So, and it says on the left it's an Egyptian god, so it's two Canaanite gods, and then right here, and then there's one. Of course, we know that's an Egyptian god, but the other one is Reshef, and that's Reshef right there. So it's showcasing the Egyptians bowing down to the Canaanite goddesses. And so the point that I was trying to showcase, which I felt I did, was that right here it says, I have read that the Canaanites absorbed technological, artistic innovations from Egypt, and that the Egyptians in turn adopted some Canaanite deities. Now, this is a source, and this was actually displayed in a museum, and this is also documented. So I don't know what more did they need, what was their problem or what was their issue. I also showcase right here that Balat was also equated with the Egyptian goddess Hathor. Right there, it tells you right there. Now they were trying to say that I didn't understand my script, understand what they were trying to say. I can't understand what my source is. Like I don't understand, and I'm like, it clearly says what it says. I'm reading it verbatim. It says that she was equated with the Egyptian goddess Hathor. And they were trying to say that, oh, well, this was done by the 12th dynasty. No, that's not true. And how do we know that? It's because of this source right here. Now, this is from Britannica. And it says modern archaeological excavations have revealed that Byblos was occupied at least by the Neolithic period. So it says 8,000 to 4,000 BC. And it says, and during that 4th millennium BC, an extensive settlement developed there because Byblos was the chief harbor for export of cedar and other valuable woods to Egypt. Now, what's important is it says that they were the chief harbor for the export of cedar and other valuable wood to Egypt. So they were very important to the Egyptians. And it says here the Egyptian monuments and inscriptions found on the site attest to close relationships with the Nile River. And it says valued throughout the second half of the 2nd millennium. Now it says during Egypt's 12th dynasty, Byblos again became an Egyptian dependency. So they were trying to make it sound like Byblos depended on the Egyptians, but right there is letting you know that the Egyptians depended on Byblos, and that the chief goddess of the city, Balat, with her well-known temple at Byblos, was worshipped in Egypt. So it's letting you know right there that they didn't say Hathor, they said Balat. They utilized her name that was from the Canaanites, from Byblos. So I don't know if they worship her, they should have used the Egyptian form or the Greek form of her name. Why would they utilize the Canaanite form?
That's a very important point you made right there.
That's what I was showcasing to them. But apparently, they just don't want information. They don't want this information to be out. They don't want the information to be true. And that's very sad. JJ, if you want to take over, I'm gonna show something after. I'm gonna change this and showcase something else. So you go ahead, JJ, and I'm gonna stop sharing. So
This your victory. This your victory parade. I can say a few things. Like I said, I was. Now I said, now she representing the belt. That's what I said.
I said, look, you know what I'm saying? I was very proud of him.
Hey JJ, in Jabari words, let me, hey JJ, real quick, brother. In Jabari words, let me
fact
say
of
this
the
to you,
matter
Neftali. In
is,
Jabari words, it's like this. Stop, Neftali, stop. You're not understanding. You don't have reading the comprehension skills. Stop. You can't do that. Stop.
Oh man.
The most ridiculous thing ever, bro. I just wanted to say, jump in real quick, just to
go ahead,
just to back up what Sister Natali already laid down. She already laid this thing down. So anything I have to say and come back and say it is just to build up more of what she had already established and how she crushed Jabari last night. I put a link in the chat in a private chat for anybody that wants to see it. I'm going to read this article.
Take it.
You can actually share it. You know how to share it. Share it with us
right now.
And you know what, Natalia, they won't give me access to get at them like that. So I'm glad they give you the access to get at them. But you thought they got nowhere a little bit with you. They definitely wouldn't let me. I can't get 2 minutes of talk time in.
Yeah.
Real talk.
You want to share your screen?
Yep, I should be sharing right now.
We got Black Jesus Minister in the building.
Share. Okay, he's sharing it now.
All right. And this is a Hart's article, right? Let me get to it here. Get all this stuff out the way of it. Let me get to the top of it here because I want y'all to see this, right? Look at this title here, family. It says, did the Egyptian goddess Hathor originate in Canaan? Right? It says Hathor was goddess to Egyptian pharaohs and to Semitic turquoise miners in the Sinai who came from Canaan. But who had her first? Archaeologists wonder. Now, why is it a question?
Yep.
If Jabari
that's
is
what I
saying,
said to you.
right. If he's saying this is a fact of a matter, why are the archaeologists, which Jabari you are not? And it's mighty funny that this cat always comes on and appeals to his own authority. If you were in my class, I would give you an F. Get the hell out of here, man.
Right.
Get the hell out of here, man. What does that mean?
Right.
That's a logical fallacy. How do you appeal to your own authority?
And that was an ad hom to me. You know, it's a slip.
That's exactly what it is, too. It's a double fallacy, right? So why are archaeologists have a question about the origin of Hathor, whether it's Egyptian or a Canaanite deity? And this is what Sister Natali, this is where she broke him yesterday. This is an undeniable defeat for the sister, right? Now, let me read the article, family, if I may. So you see the ruins here. I'm just going to go down into the article here. And this is from 2017, family. So this ain't, this is a recent article for the topic. It says the goddess Hathor is considered central to the Egyptian pantheon. It says personifying female aspects of love, music, fertility, and more. Hathor was the deity responsible for welcoming the ancients to the afterlife and an object of worship specifically to miners. But was she actually Egyptian? And I wanted to bring this out too, right? So when they talk about Egyptian pantheon, a lot of times what Jabari and them don't like to talk about, and others, and Shaka almost, ALMOST almost, this is what they fail to bring out, is that we know that the Egyptians had a dual pantheon. They had a dual pantheon, just like the Greco-Roman pantheon. The Greeks had their own deities. The Romans had their own deities, but they were the same deities, but under different names. And the Egyptians did this with the Semitic people of Mesopotamia. They had the same deities, but with different names. And this is what the sister eloquently brought out yesterday and scholarly brought out yesterday, Chris Harris. This is what she brought out. Now watch this. This is why this article right here, this is what breaks it, right? It says, so from 1967 to 1982, when the Sinai was controlled by Israel, numerous excavations took place in what most considered to be desert wasteland, habitable mainly by desert fauna, Bedouins, and terrorists. The archaeological evidence found offers a different picture. One of settlements, commerce, and turquoise mining going back to prehistory. prehistory. What is prehistory in these terms? They're talking about what Jabari was trying to fallacious bring out as zero dynasty. Right? The early dynasty, which is all the same. Because what we don't understand, and shout out to Anonymous Hebrew, we was having this conversation earlier today. We don't really get to actual history of ancient Kemet until we get to Narmer. Right? So they're talking about prehistory before Narmer here. Now let's go down a little bit further. Turquoise mining in the Sinai stretches back over what? 6,000 years. Right? You can't find me a scholar today, a legitimate scholar, that's going to tell you that Kemet itself was established before 6,000 BCE. They're going to tell you 5,000 at best. Most will tell you it began around 3,500 BCE, the establishment of Kemet. This is telling you that they were worshiping Hathor in these turquoise mines in Canaan in the Levant as far back as 6,000 BCE. So
that's
when game over. So when the sister started talking about Biblios, and even in the article she just read, Biblios is one of the oldest, or it might be, as they say, the oldest inhabitable city in existence that survives today, and they date that back to almost circa 8,000 BCE, well before the establishment of ancient Kemet in Narmer. Right? And so what happens is, this is why Jabari ran to Naphtali, right? He ran down to the Nubian Valley because he had lost the argument on Egypt.
Yeah, so how you trying to add the Nubian?
That ain't Egypt.
That ain't Egypt. That ain't
dummy.
That. Damn right it ain't.
It ain't Egypt, dummy. Like,
that's the question I was trying to ask. That real quick. That's why I was trying to ask him the question. Exactly. Are they a race of people? And he ducked it.
Exactly.
That's why. Now what he did, he tried to say that when the 25th dynasty got back up there, what's his name, Taharka, that's when they said that the original people who had the throne is back in place.
He's still dead. Because it has nothing.
Wait, let's get up on his article. Let's get up on his article. Let other people come in here and speak a little bit too. Come on.
Yep. So it says
don't rush up away.
Yep, the Chaldean period, and I want to jump down here to write this. So we already established this. So let me get down here to what the sister was bringing out last night, right? I want to get down to this part right here in this article. It says, however, in the third dynasty around 2600 BCE, the Egyptians took over mining operations themselves, as Dr. Isaac Baal Area of Tel Aviv University deduced in 1984, right? It was, so here's your PhD scholar here. It says it was the 12th dynasty, from 1991 to 1186 BCE, that the Egyptians moved their mining operations to the turquoise-rich veins of Surabat el-Kadin in the west, central Sinai, that's the Levant family, and built a temple dedicated to Hathor, the Lady of Turquoise, on the mountain plateau. So we see this is when they established that. Now watch this. This is where the sister killed him last night in her information, right? The original shrine to Hathor was in a cave. The portico was built front of the cave and the temple in front of the portico. But I already believe that each successive mining expedition rebuilt, as the sister read and said yesterday, and added new chambers and hieroglyphics to the temple up to the 26th dynasty. Ain't that what he brought out? What you just said about Taharka?
Yeah.
This is why he lied. The sister said they kept rebuilding and re-adding on up until this period. This is why she killed him. Now, here's the dagger of this whole article. I'm just going to jump down to it for the sake of time, because I know other people want to jump in here, right? So according to, watch this, one of the most interesting finds, this, I want to read this here. It's the earliest known Semitic inscriptions. The earliest known Semitic inscriptions. One of the most interesting finds at Surabat el-Kadin was what has been labeled Proto-Sinaitic inscriptions. The first inscription was discovered in 1869 by English explorer and Orientalist E.H. Palmer, and 10 more were found in the temple area by Egyptologists Hilder and Flanders Petrie.
According to Bayat Area, these inscriptions carved sometime in the late 16th to early 15th centuries BCE, late Bronze Age, derived under the hieroglyphic influence, represent the earliest known form of the Semitic alphabet. So they're telling you that these hieroglyphics that they found were structured in the way that it was actually formed in the Semitic language or in the Semitic alphabet. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now here's the dagger. Here she goes right here. This where the queen just spread this nigga around like mayonnaise last night. Watch this. It says scholars still argue over to what the inscriptions actually say. Sir Alan Gardner, right? Alan Gardner, he's the one that has the most used definition of what the hieroglyphics actually say. Everybody usually builds on Alan Gardner's work, right? Yeah, British Egyptologist and linguist, for one, translated the what word I, ba, al, at to mean to balat, right? Watch this. If he is right, it would confirm the presence of Semitic people, probably continuing their work as miners as they had done from the Chalcolithic period through the early Bronze Age, 3150 to 2200 BCE, in the Middle Bronze Age, 2200 to 1500 BCE, corresponding with the early part of the Egyptians' 12th dynasty. This inscription leads many scholars to argue that Hathor was not originally an Egyptian deity, but a Semitic goddess who was Egyptianized. Game over.
Game over.
That's game. That's
too, Elder Yara.
I had that one too. That's great. Hey, look, let me let Black Jesus come on here and speak. Then let Swarthy come in.
I shared that. So
yes,
I don't know what else they
did. You did. And I don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're going to talk about the dog was born.
Hey, pull that up one more time and read that part one more time. Y'all right?
It works, sis. Let me pull it back. Let me share it again. That's why I said we can't let this one slide.
There's another brother on here left. Come back, brother. Whoever he was, come back.
None of them. I'm here to say that I'm a student. You guys are talking some stuff that's over my head. This is too goddamn detailed for me. So I appreciate the information. Like I said, and like I've always been saying, I learn from you guys all the time, all the damn time. And I will never stop learning. So thank you all for having me here on the platform. And so go ahead, read that part again, Yara.
Here where it talks about
the last part that you read.
Yeah, this inscription leads many scholars to argue that Hathor was not originally an Egyptian deity, but a Semitic goddess who was Egyptianized. And the reason why that's important, again, because they said many scholars. So are we talking about the consensus people? Isn't that what they always argue? Well, the consensus says. The consensus is.
Now, what I could do, I can offer a scripture that may even give more strength to what you just read and what you guys are all, Neftali as well. If you guys, can I share my screen real quick, Qanath?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Share screen. Share my screen. And I'm gonna go over here to Isaiah 19. I'm gonna pull up Isaiah 19. Entire screen. Entire screen. Hey, peace to the Lions Den in the building. I see y'all. Peace to the family. All right. Now, this might not mean too much to them because we know that they're not Bible believers and they don't believe in Bible history. But my sister may be able to build on this, and you all may be able to build on this as well and utilize this scripture, and it'll lead to other information. But this is really just backing up what Yara said and what you guys are saying all along in regards to Sister Neftali's argument. And I'm going to go to Isaiah 19, KJV.
Yeah. Just for the sake of it, make no mistake about it. Sister Neftali showed this information last night. I'm just reiterating what she said. I'm not doing new. Like she already did this, but you can't get a word in.
And I'm gonna get Yara to read that last part one last time. Not right now, but after I show this scripture real quick. All right.
It's Salaki. I just want to say this really quick, family. You know, I would appreciate it if the chat on Sonet's channel would show more integrity and be more of a neutral chat and acknowledge when people bring out accurate information like Neftali did, as opposed to being a biased platform just because we believe in the Bible and just because we believe we Israelites. So I just wish they would deal more sincerely with us. Go ahead, y'all.
You gonna keep wishing, brother, because it ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
You talking to the wind on that shit.
What up, JT Raw?
Yo,
Come on,
what's
Black
up?
Jesus, get it.
Okay, I'm trying to find that verse where it says, okay, here it is right here. Here it is right here. Check this out. This is Isaiah 19, right? Mm-hmm. And the subtitle for Isaiah 19 is God's burden for Egypt. And so this is talking about a time where Egypt is going to be persecuted by Israel. But it's also describing where God is going to punish Egypt, right? But then God is also describing the population during this time in Egypt. And look at verse starting at verse 17. Let me start at verse. I'm starting at verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Verse 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it. Look at verse 18, backing up what Yara just said, and Yara gonna read this right after I finish. Look at verse 18. Let me blow it up. Okay, it says right here, guys. It says right here. It says what? Verse 18. In that day shall 5 cities now, and I'm sure that these are probably the top 5 of the largest cities in Egypt. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan. What does that mean?
But you can't use that. You can't use that as a source, though, can you?
Look. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt, 5 major cities in Egypt. This is speaking to how the Canaanite influence and the Canaanite population is so prevalent in Egypt. And the Canaanites are what? They're Levantine people, right? They're in Mesopotamia. They're Mesopotamian people. Now we know that they're related to the Egyptians, right? But again, this is bolstering the argument that that Hathor was most likely a Canaanite deity that was introduced to Egypt, because Egypt is, the scriptures telling us that the Canaanite language and culture is prevalent and chiefly spoken among the Egyptian people. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language, if the language is there, shall speak the language of Canaan, and swear to the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction, right? This is telling you that the Canaanite language is a major language in Egypt, being spoken in Egypt. Okay. And not only is the language major, but the what comes with the language? The culture. And what comes with the culture? The gods of the Canaanites. and their religion and their beliefs. Right? In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan and swear. They're speaking in the Canaanite language. This is letting you know that the Canaanite language and culture is highly, chiefly, and a major language in Egypt. It might have been actually the most popular language being spoken in Egypt. Now
well, the Canaanite. Let me say this: the Canaanites, the one came with the alphabet, you know. But let me let JJ get in and Swarthy come back and the other brother come back. I'm gonna give you a chance to speak. I know there's a lot of people want to come on and speak, so okay, I'm gonna give everybody a chance to speak.
30 seconds, Qanath.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. In that day shall the 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan. These are Egyptians speaking the Canaanite language. And swear to the Lord. They're swearing to the Lord, not in their language. They're swearing to the Lord in the Canaanite language. To the Lord of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction. In that day shall there be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof in land. Verse 18 is proof, solid proof, according to the Bible, that the Canaanite language, the Canaanite culture, the Canaanite gods were highly prevalent there in Egypt because the Egyptians were speaking their language. So this bolsters the case that Hathor was a Canaanite god before that was brought to Egypt.
Hallelujah. JT, before you speak, let me read this real quick because FOPE, for our people edification, to edify you. Because I always say not just in the Bible, but outside the Bible too. But this is Exodus because this is how much we care about your gods over there in Egypt, right? And I can't take that from Sarnetta, that's the name of his channel, right? HOK, but goddamn, seem like me right now, we the house of conscience for real, you know, because we edify you, you know. But this is Exodus chapter 12, verse 12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. Here go one of my favorite parts. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. So we don't really care about your gods, right? We just trying to tell you what God you that you're serving, right? A dead one, by the way, you know. Right. But JT, Most High bless, holler at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back for a little bit. I ain't got too much to say right now, so I'm gonna just let y'all get it in until I'm ready.
All right, y'all and JJ, y'all want to bring out some of the stuff on what you talking about last night?
Yeah, and then whenever they're ready, I got something else.
Yeah, I just want to finish reading the end of that article I was reading because oftentimes they say, well, they don't read all the way through the source. Yeah, I just want to read the end of that, and I'm just going to read it. I could put it on the screen, but everybody see it. They see what it is, though. It says this also, right? Real quick. It says, Balat, which the sister was saying, showing Jabari all last night, that Hathor and Balat, this is the same deity. On several occasions, he was saying it wasn't. Balat was the female form of Baal. That's what it means. You're going to tell us that Baal was an Egyptian deity? We know that's not the truth, right? It says, commonly known as the Canaanite god, the Balat worship by the Semitic miners of Sarabet El Kadim is the same.
I'm not seeing your information. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm not sharing. I'm sorry. Let me share.
No, okay. I just want to let you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize for that, Sister Shalaki. Let me see. All right. There it is again. Same article I was just reading from. Again, it says here.
Yara, share your screen.
It should be sharing now. Do y'all see it?
Okay, it's up now.
Okay, cool. So it says here, the same article I just began reading from earlier. It says, Balat was the female form of Baal, commonly known as the Canaanite god. The Balat worship by the Semitic miners of Sarabit El Kadim is the same as the Balat worship in Biblios, what the sister kept bringing out all night long. According to Minder Dijkstra, Professor Emeritus at the University of Utrecht, Gesuit, It says Balat was the patron goddess of Biblios, which the sister kept bringing out all night long, and has been equated with who? Astarte, right? Another Semitic deity, Mesopotamian deity. And actually the image that she showed earlier when she opened up with her slide, I believe, with the female image standing on the lion, that's also the same imagery that they use for Astarte, right? A widely worshipped deity where? In Levant and Syria. Semitic deity. Dedications to the temple of Balat and Byblos came from Egypt from the 2nd to 6th dynasty. 2 inscriptions equate Balat with Hathor. So that we already know that these deities are Semitic, and Hathor is a Semitic deity with its origin in the Levant region. It's already been established, family. It says also the title Adata, a Semitic title for the heavenly matriarch, right? Which we see also in the scripture. It talks about the queen of heaven, right? Was used for both Hathor, Balat of Sarabat El Kadim, and Balat of Biblios. The title was also given to Astarte, where in Phoenicia during the 1st millennium BCE. It says, by our array caution, however, that we cannot assume the people mining in the Chaldean period were the same as those working in the mines in the early Bronze Age, or that those working then were the same as the people working under the Egyptians. But we know they were Semitic people, right? It says some thought the argument had been put to rest when 3 reliefs discovered at Sarabat El Kadim depicting Hathor and her Egyptian form of a cow were discovered by Professor Raphael Givion, Egyptologist at Tel Aviv University. Some scholars, including Bayat Aria, concluded that at the site, Hathor was not being worshipped as a Semitic goddess, but as an Egyptian one. Now watch this. However, the presence of Semitic peoples as turquoise miners in the Sinai over 4,000 years ago, plus the evidence of trade connections between the Semitic miners in Egypt going back millennia, plus the inscription suggests that Hathor found her way to Egypt as Balat sometime in the 2nd millennium BCE, right? It doesn't say that she found her way into Canaan. It says she found her way into Egypt sometime in the 2nd millennium BCE. This suggests that at least the original shrine to Hathor in the Sinai and possibly the later temple were most likely built by and for the local workers who brought the goddess with them to Egypt. That's the end of the arc, and I'll land it plane. Again, shout out.
No doubt. Let me say this real quick. Let me hold on real quick, Neftali. I want to shout out Tim. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Most High bless you. King Judah. Most High bless you. A good Samaritan. I saw you there last night. Star Lima. Most High bless all y'all. Big country. Most High bless you too. I see y'all in the chat. You know, Most High bless. Neff, go ahead in. Then JJ.
Okay, yeah. Elder Yara, I just want to say you did a great job with that. Just pulling out more information. So I just want to share something real quick with you guys. Now this I wouldn't share on their channel, but I want to share this because we know that there is a hidden history that, you know, these elite that is trying to hide from us, and I don't know if they are working with them. I don't want to say that, but it's kind of coming off because everybody wants your attention to be on Kemet. So I'm gonna. Am I not sharing my screen? I thought it said it was sharing. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna blow this up right
there. It is.
Now.
There it is.
I'm getting ready to go in a little deep real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
hold on, family.
All right. So this is a tree. And this is called a coat of Baal map. When you look at the top of this map, you see the Canaanites are at the top. And then you go down to the Pharaohs, the Egyptian, and then you see Babylon, and then you see Judea, then you see Roman, and who's at the middle is the Vatican. And then you see the Knights Templar, the Freemasons, Switzerland, the Illuminati, Jesuits, and then USA. So it's showcasing this pattern of how the Canaanite gods actually have been worshipped all and all these so-called religions all go back to the Canaanite gods. You know, the Egyptians, Babylon, the Roman Catholics, all the way to the Vatican. All of them have been worshiping the Canaanite gods. And I want to show this right here. So when you look at Baal right here in his hat, he goes to Osiris. It's the same deity. And then he goes to Tammuz. It's the same deity. They just changed the name and he evolves over time, but it's essentially the same gods, and they're just the equivalent. Baal is the equivalent of Osiris. Osiris the equivalent of Tammuz, and then when you just keep going and going and going, Baal, Haman, all of them go back to Zeus. All of them go back to Odin. All of them all go back to the same deity. The only difference is that they try to change the name, but they're all the same deity. So I just wanted to share that real quick because, and then you look at the symbolism with the pharaohs and of course with the Catholics. So I just wanted to share that. But yes, what you brought out, Elder Yara, is on point, and also with you, Black Jesus Minister, everything ties back to the Canaanites. The Canaanites are actually our biggest enemy, as well as the Most High's biggest enemy. So I just wanted to share that real quick.
No doubt, no doubt. And trust me, there's a lot more in the arsenal. Go ahead, JJ. What you was gonna bring out yesterday? I know you wanted to destroy him or something, but you got cut off.
I already did a show on that yesterday, but I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, it's like the brother is scared to deal with his book. This book right here, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. You see, me and Jabari has already had a debate. I've already beaten Jabari as well in the Lion's Den about 3 years ago. Him and I had a discussion or the debate. The topic was, did the ancient Kemetics look at Osiris as just a principle, or did they look at him as like a god, a deity? I said they looked at him as a deity and a principle. Jabari was saying they just looked at him as a principle. He said that when they talk about Asar, it just represents the wind. When they talk about Neb and all of that, it just represents earth, wind, fire, aspects of nature. But the verbiage in this Book of the Dead says different. You know, so because if you go to the hymn of Tahuti, they're talking about a god. When you go to the hymn of Ra and the prayer of Thoth and the prayer of Amen Ra, their verbiage is very clear that they're not just talking about a principle, Jabari. How about the prayer to Osiris and the prayer to Horus? All of these prayers let me know that these people actually believe that this is something that's greater than themselves. But Jabari wants to get in front of the camera and say, no, JJ, this is just the principle. This is just a principle. They didn't believe that these deities were real. Like you guys believe your deity is real, the Spider-Man, and want to mock us. You know, also, let me say this. I sat back and I listened, and the exchange that Neftali had with Jabari before this one, he actually, because I wrote it down. I write it down. And he said, Jesus is just an allegory that just represents mankind. He's trying to take the historicity away from Christ. Him and these other clowns. You know, whether you believe that he walked on water or did these other miracles, that's besides the point. No scholar out there says that Christ didn't exist. The historicity is there. Pontius Pilate is there. So are you gonna question the historicity of Pontius Pilate? You see what I'm saying? But this is what he said to you, Neftali, and I don't know if you remember. He said, Kemetic tradition, you are divine, and that we are trying to reach your higher self, not asking anyone to give you something. So I beg to differ, Jabari, because if you go to the Kemetic table prayer before meals and offerings, you're asking for something. May God be satisfied with your repose or offering to the right and to the left. That's asking for something, Jabari. How about the praise and worship of the Aku?
composed for the beautiful feast of the valley. See, I get into these type of different situations that you don't think we know about, and you scared of that. And suddenly, your 5th grade education will not let you process this type of information. So this is why I tell you to get out the way. This is no disrespect, bro. See, your brain don't have enough unlimited data to hold certain things. You have the $30 plan. You see? So take out the ABCs and remove that from your data and try to figure out what I'm doing here today, that day. Because you slower than the motherfucker. I'm not lying, son. All you need to do is host. Now, how about CC Jabari? This is why I don't respect you, because you are a dishonest researcher, a dishonest scholar. Because when we get it, can I share my screen real quick? Is that okay?
Go ahead.
All right, let me show you something, man. And this is why these fake comedics like Ponytail, Shaka, and Jabari don't want to deal with me, man.
Hey, look, while you sharing your screen, let me say something real quick. Also, it's not Kemet, right? And I sent it to you, Neftali. I wish I could pull it up. I sent you a lot of stuff, but it's not Kemet, right? Kemet don't have nothing to do with the people talking about dark land, or it can say people too, dark people. It's more so dark land. I think it's Kamoon or something like that. It's not Kemet, right? But I might show that tomorrow. But these guys, they don't even understand what the hell what they believe in, and really is a culture vulture. But go ahead, JJ.
All right, because I want Jabari to see this. Like, you're not gonna keep running around saying that these people didn't believe that these deities were real, because it's right here in your verbiage. It's right here. And watch this, y'all. See, Jabari wants to say, "Oh no, it's just a principle, aspect of nature." When they're talking about Ra, that represents fire. And when you're talking about Neb, Nut, and all these other deities that they have, all it is a representation of nature. But when you go into their royal priesthoods and their different type of priesthoods, these priests took care of the temple. The average person couldn't get in there, right? And they took care of the temple because they had this statue in there, and they would invoke the deity of whoever of that city, wherever they was, into the statue. And there'd be certain festivals where they would bring the statue around to the people, and the people would come up to the statue and ask you, "Why is this happening to my sister? And can you help me with this?" And all. They thought this was real. So I asked you, Jabari, when I wanted to get into the hymn of Ra, which he didn't want to discuss. He said it was off topic. If we're going to be talking about gods like Hathor and Lady Byblos, we have to also look at the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the coffin text, the pyramid text, the pharaonic literature with the sabbats of each pharaoh, the Book of Day and Forth, coming by day and night, and all that. None of these guys will get into it. These type of books. So this is why Sarnetta had to come in and be a linebacker, because he knew that Jabari is cooked when I bring out this book. Now, Jabari, the hymn of Ra. Answer me this. I'm going to read this to you. It says, "Adoration of Ra. Ever listening, O solar God." Stop right there. That verb is right there. God should tell you something. "Who creates it by utterance, O Lord of the sky. Giver of light, Lord of the unplundered tomb, who gives life to those who acknowledge him. O heavenly Father." Is that a principle, Jabari? Is that a principle? They're looking at Ra as a God. "O heavenly Father, may I enter to your kingdom of light, having been justified by the tribunal." Let's go to another one, man. This don't sound like just no principle to me. How about a prayer to Thoth, Jabari? "A royal offering to Thoth, Lord of scribes and of letters, who writes Ma'at in his volumes, Maximum in life and in judgment. I make offerings in your temple." That sounds like there's something that don't sound like just a principle. I make offerings in your temple. I cleanse it from the sands and dust of the desert. I was generous on earth, giving revenue to the deserving. I was kind to animals and plants. I obeyed the divine laws and negotiated the kinsmen of Osiris Ra. I fought the enemies of the crown. I created opulence to celebrate our victory over the fiends who would harm. O Thoth, grant me a pardon against my actions. See, they're asking these deities for special favors. For I am your servant. Does that sound like I'm a servant to the wind? That you say that Jesus that's what this just represent? Let's go to one or two more, man. So I'm seeing I'm making my point. How about this one? I pray to Amon-Ra, Jabari. Amon-Ra, Lord of crowns, the hidden one behind the clouds, God of prosperity. When you hear the word God, this is in the verbiage of the complete papers of Ani, by E.A. Wallace Buzz, Jabari, the same book that you put the stamp of approval on. When I read through here, it don't say, "Oh, principle of thee, thou," however you want to say it. It says, "Oh, God, oh, Neteru, will you do this for me and this and that?" No wind, no fire is going to do this and that for you and like bring you favor and you pray to it and you making a shrine for it. So, oh, Amon-Ra, creator of life. Are you saying that the wind, Jabari, is creator of life? Your children come forth. The wind has children now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, according to Jabari Osaze. Huh? Make it make sense. They stand up in the hind legs in the door and worship you. Is you the wind, Jabari? Oh, God of the poor? Make it make sense. I ain't got to keep beating on the dead horse because I'm limited on time because everybody else want to speak. But this is why they don't want to get in the ring with me. This is why Ponytail Shaka don't want to get in the ring with me. So, I mean, how about this? One more. A prayer to the goddesses. See? Adoration to Isis, Ma'at, Nut, Separah, Sakamet, Mut, Hathor, Tefnut, Best, Seshet. Oh, ye goddesses, protectresses of the living and dead, protect us when you call upon you. Hail all goddesses of Kemet. You see, come on. How about the prayer to Ptah? So they got all kind of different creators. They ain't just got one like we got. They all over the goddamn place. Each different goddamn dynasty got different cosmologies. How about this? Hail, O Ptah, architectical universe. So you go to a different dynasty, it's Hail Amun, ejaculator of life. You see what I'm saying? Or then you go to the mean, you go to the mean dynasty, the mean masturbation ceremony when they represent this Amun who ejaculated life into existence. And all the pharaohs, the pharaohs of that time, all the men of the community, they grease their hand up with Vaseline, they hold hands and say a prayer. Then they all ejaculate into the now in commemorance of their.
Hey, JJ, you go there.
Let me just finish this part right here, and I'm gonna land my train. My train flying high. I got a train that fly. How about this? Hail, O Ptah, architect of the universe, who create life by dreaming it. See? O Ptah, the supreme and eternal one, creator of Thoth. They said he's the creator of communication, because that's what Thoth is, who created time, father of all creation. Is the wind the father of all creation? And I'm gonna land my damn train, man.
Hey, look, hey, JJ, great job. Now check this out. What I find interesting, and why I'm about to say this, Neff, if Sean can go pull up the part in the video that y'all did last night where he wanted to show us so bad in Egypt, he told Saldetta, hey, put this up. This when I was in Egypt, and he was holding the unk with his purple suit on and his hat. Now he's supposed to be just in an Egyptian garment, but he was dressed up like Morris Day at the time. If you could put it up, because I want to put that up on a big screen. But what I want, because you want to talk about time so much, we're gonna show Morris Day at the time. We want to show that. So if you can find that and screenshot that and put that up while we talk. Now check this out. If you ever thought, or if you ever wondered, why are they claiming these things? Because none of them can prove that they're Egypt, right? None of them can prove this, right? And they don't even know what Kemet means, right? I keep on saying it, culture vulture, right? And all these different gods, all these different cultures, right, that was over there at that time is still there. Now they keep on talking about, well, it's just because they're black, we can go back and claim anything. Man, you can't go over Africa and jump in somebody's tribe and talk about, oh, I'm this, I'm that. You just can't do that. And that's different races of people. And I'm gonna keep driving that home right there. None of them can prove they're Egypt. Keep on, okay, can you prove you're Israelite? You're damn right we can. But they cannot prove they're Egypt. Kemet. What is Kemet? Oh, you just don't know anything about it. Yes, we know a lot about it, obviously more than you. Obviously more than you. I'm gonna tell you what Kemet
Elder,
is.
real quick, Elder.
Kemet is
and he in the audience, Elder, 1,000 pardons. You gonna get your debaters to come over here, man. Well, we got a clock. All this holding their hand, this shit gotta stop. Go ahead.
Hey, Sarnetta, I think you on. Hold on, there you go. Hold on, son, before you speak. I think Kemet is Christianity. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you got different beliefs, just like the Baptist, Methodist, and all these different things, you might as well say Kemet is Christianity, because they have many gods like Christianity. Some Christians do, different faiths, right? Different practices. What is the difference? There is no difference. You know? Peace, Sarnetta, what's good? You see how we're showing how she really cracked your Mayweather head over there last night, man.
Peace, brothers. This is what I got to say, man. On a serious note, there's never going to be no growth on Israelites because you lie. Y'all don't know what scholarship is. And instead of telling our sister Neftali, who I love, the truth, you will always make her believe she did good. And if you was a real brother to her, you will say, Neftali, you did all right, but this what you need to do here. This what you got to study here. But y'all not doing that. You
tell us
telling
what
the
you got to
sister.
study.
You telling.
Don't do that.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. No. Hold on.
I'm gonna let y'all get him. Because he's a biased ass.
Hold
on. Give us 3 sources that Chris used.
You are telling them.
Wait a minute.
I'm not talking about Chris right now.
JJ, I'm gonna let you speak. Let him finish.
I'm not talking about Chris right now. This is what y'all do. There you go. JJ, learn some damn discipline, nigga. You're the only one with no discipline, man.
I'm gonna let you speak, JJ. Let's let him finish this point.
Yeah.
You getting that?
He ain't got no sources. Watch this.
I didn't come on here to teach nothing stupid. The hell I need sources for?
You got a 5th grade education. We know you ain't gonna teach nothing.
No, I got a 3rd grade education. 3rd grade.
All right, come on. Hold on. We're not gonna turn the show into a Pinocchio show, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Right.
You gotta say JJ, you got next. Go ahead. You gotta say.
Don't say y'all, Qanath. There's only one person acting like a goofy.
No, that's you.
Come on, man.
You sit up here and let
Say what you gotta
Jabari
say.
get away with false misrepresentation of information, and you too slow to catch it.
I'm glad you catch it.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt. Hold on. I'm putting rank.
All right, so let me finish saying what I'm saying, Qanath.
Debate your dumb ass right now.
Let me finish, Qanath. Damn, I can't even finish, man.
No, because we don't want to hear your bullshit.
JJ,
you the sick ass nigga, JJ. That's why everybody kick you off the panel.
You worried about Nepal. She was in my inbox today.
Ain't nobody worried about Nepal.
Come on, JJ. So let it be quiet for a minute.
JJ, go suck on your mother titty nipples, nigga. That's you missing that milk.
Put him in the back chat.
Yeah, put this damn dumbass nigga in the back. He ain't got no information.
Neftali, it's Neftali victory, so I'm gonna let her speak. But I don't want to hear
I can't even finish what I came on to say though, Qanath. You know how you always say you want to finish.
I know, but I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let y'all go back and forth like that.
Now you gonna quit disrespecting me, bro. Now challenge me to a debate. I dare you, you dumbass nigga.
Okay, hold on.
All right, that's enough. I heard you.
Some
what you gotta say to Neftali, man? Just to Neftali.
Please, everybody can talk one at a time. All right.
Go ahead. What you gotta say, Neftali? Sarnetta?
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I feel like I brought enough information to prove and provide my point. My point was to showcase that the Hathor was an Egyptian deity. I mean, Hathor was worshipped by Byblos before Egypt. I showcased that. I was very thorough in my information. I also showcased, in addition to that, how the Egyptians worship more Canaanite gods and actually were influenced by a lot of their spirituality. So I was very thorough in that information. Now, the thing is that if people want to accept it, that's up to them. But to come on here and say that I don't know, like as if I just sat there and I didn't showcase any information, I was very thorough.
His dumbass ran, Natalie. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I'm sure he did. And the thing is I'm very thorough and I was very clear in my information and my understanding. Like I said, if people don't want to accept it, that's on them. But I wouldn't like the source that Elder Yara had showcased is with Harrods. That was they would probably consider that source to be a little biased because it goes back to Harrods, which is more of like a Israel source. So I went and I tried to pull stuff from real like JSTOR and went into real scholarly articles and things like that. I did a lot of reading. It took a lot of time, and for him to get up there and say as if I didn't pull any information, as if my information
That's why I didn't let him come in with that bullshit, Natalie. I apologize, y'all.
And I'm actually very insulted by it. I'm really insulted.
No, you ain't got to apologize, man. Thanks.
For him to get up
Here's the thing. Hold on, JJ. Here's the thing. So now you could come on and say something, but you got to say exactly what she said was wrong and exactly what he said was right. She actually proved what she said and read. This is not something that come out her own mouth. She read what the scholars said. What the scholars said, the ones that went over there done the digging. So this is what they said. I'm trying to figure out, what did Jabari do? You say we lying to her. Well, we just read it. And then obviously y'all not listening or you don't want to listen. And ain't nobody gonna pee on me and tell me it's raining. I know exactly what I heard. And I got information myself that she has, right? So, and I saw what I saw last night, and I'm seeing what I'm seeing today. So just like what's his name? Shaka Ahmose talking about who the giver is not the GAY, but the receiver. You know, that's I don't know what kind of scholarship is that, right? And it's the same thing with Jabari, man. He didn't bring anything. She proved that deity, right, was Canaanite, and they worship it just like we was talking about. She didn't bring everything. The rest of them, they intertwined with one another. They lived in the same area together. Right, and he didn't answer my question, right? Because we're going to talk about deities, right? Then we need to know who's worshiping these deities.
Right,
if he said Kemet is worshiping these deities, who's Kemet? Who's Kemet? Who's Kemet? If Kemet is worshiping these deities, who's Kemet?
Right.
All these different dynasties and all that. Who are they?
And Elder, I don't want to cut you off. I just want to say this because I'm really offended, because my thing is that I did all that reading, I did all that research for this man to come up here and act like I did absolutely nothing. And that's how you know a very biased platform. And you know, it's very insulting because people take a lot of time out of their lives. You know, I'm a mother of 3 kids. I have my own stuff that I'm dealing with. I came on there and to be a good sport, a good team member, a good team player, and then for him to get up here and act like I didn't do anything, as if I sat up there and I sat up here and read for hours and went to real scholarly sources. I could have went and found all types of stuff. He went on Egypt.com, which is nothing. I could have went.
Right. But people like the Fight Doctor, they too dumb to catch on.
Yeah, he's talking about Egypt.com. I could have went on many biblical sites
on the panel and come prove a point. Anybody in the audience that say that these niggas got it right, y'all too scared to get up here and prove it. I asked everybody who said Chris Harris won that debate against Tazariak, where's his sources? And none of you dumbass niggas can bring it up. This is how I know y'all fanboys. Just like Sarnetta, you run around here. You don't even know nothing but what was read that night. You don't know the topic. Just be a goddamn host. Introduce people and sit your ass down.
Go ahead. Hold on, Jay. Let Neftali speak because he came and Neftali kind of wrong on this one. Ain't no kind of completely wrong. She took all her time, and that wasn't a topic that she chose. That was supposed between her and Mr. Ponytail guy. So yeah, go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis. Neftali. He's back on. But go ahead. Tell him what you got to tell him.
No, my thing is, it's like this. You know, I study I'm very thorough in my understanding. I'm not somebody that's an idiot. I'm not stupid. And to insult me, to treat me as if I don't understand what I'm reading, like I don't understand what I see. I'm a data analyst by trade. I analyze data for a living. I know what I'm reading. I know what it says. I went on JSTOR. I signed into that. I went to actual scholars and I dissected the information that was available and I showcased the information. Now, it's one thing for you to sit up there and say that you don't agree with it, but the thing is, you need to acknowledge the fact that it says what it says. I brought an Egyptian stele that showcased them worshiping Canaanite deities. It also showcased a Proto-Sinaitic script on a stone that showcased that it goes back to Baalat, which was translated by an Egyptologist who sat there and said that what it said, it says what it says. It was worship to Baalat. I showcased many different sources, El Amarna letters. Like I said, I showcased the El Amarna letters. What more do you guys need to showcase to prove what you need? What's obviously there? And then to sit up here and act like I don't know what the heck I'm talking about is very insulting. You can say that your boy won. That's cool.
He won't debate you over here, I guarantee.
Let them go, JJ. Let them go. Let them two go.
For you to sit up there and say that your boy won, that's one thing. But to sit up there and act like I didn't showcase anything, all that reading, all that work I've done, to sit up here and act like I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, that's fine and dandy. But guess what? You can say whatever you want to say, but I know what I brought and I know what I did. And you can move on and you can showcase whoever you want to showcase on your platform, but I sure won't be there.
Facts.
This is very sad, man. This is very sad. JJ, Qanath, I just want to ask him one question.
Bro, you focus
and all you need to do is answer him.
I don't want y'all going back and forth, man.
I'm not going to go back and forth.
What about your bitch? I told you she in my inbox today.
I don't want to hear about no. I don't want to hear about no. I'm not going there, man.
Shut the fuck up, talking to me. Get you the information, hoe ass nigga. Don't play with me, man. Yo, you got some dumb ass niggas over there. Hey, how about Chris? Hey, how about Chris sharing dick pics of a white dude? Why ain't you making a whole goddamn? Hey, why ain't you making a whole show about that? You quick to make a show about me, a white girl.
Come on.
Hey, let me say this, man.
Hey, hold up.
Let y'all want to speak up, JJ.
Hold on. You can't.
JJ,
see that, bro.
He ain't got no goddamn source.
We can't let them see that. Whether you believe
this dumbass nigga ain't got no source.
But we taking away from what Queen Naftali did.
Yeah, let's. Okay, come on, man. I don't want to put nobody off there, man. Come on.
Yeah, let's not take away from what she did. Hey, JJ, you disrespecting us all at this point, fam. Like, let's not take away from what the Queen did yesterday, bro. Like that, because this will wind up being a narrative, right?
Yeah, let's start that on.
Let me say this. Hold on. Let me speak. Hold on. This is my show. This is my show. Hold up, JJ. This is my show.
I'm finna go. You let this dumbass nigga.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go. Just let me say this. Hold on. You have to go. Hold
on, bro.
JJ, hold on. You ain't gotta go. Let me say this, brother. Chill out. Now, let me say this. Neftali brought out a lot of stuff. Now, she actually read with the Egyptians was worshiping that Canaanite god, and that was a topic. She read it. This is not something that she didn't write for herself, and she even had an Egyptologist brought it out, and she went back in time. All this stuff is not her writing. So, what was it? I'm just asking you, Sada. What was it that was wrong about what she read about them proving that the people from Egypt worship the Canaanite god? If you want Neftali, you can read it again, because I want to hear Salnana saying that's not what it's saying. Because if you could just read that again, whoever can read that for me real quick, so we
y'all
can
gonna
see.
let me talk now? Y'all gonna let me
let you
talk,
speak.
or I
Go
can't
ahead,
talk?
Neftali, get that. Go ahead.
All
But
right, all right.
don't
Here's
send
what
under
I want to
JJ though.
say. Here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say. Hey, Black Jesus Minister, are you
Like I
there?
said, he don't got no information, y'all.
Let him finish,
Join
JJ.
us out of here.
Go ahead, son. Come on, JJ, bro. I don't come
Black
on, man.
Jesus.
Information. It's bad enough we deal with him on his own platform.
Black Jesus, can you hear me?
Coming over here with the same bullshit. Bring some information, nigga, or move around. You dumbass nigga, what source did he use?
I mean, JJ. I mean, son, he never poses to be the scholar, bro.
No, y'all, but he disrespect y'all every fucking day. I'm out.
Hey, man, peace to you, man. Shalom.
Right.
I mean, at some point,
Peace, brother. Peace. Go ahead, Black Jesus. You hear Solid talking?
Hold on, Qanath. Let me say something. Qanath got the right to be on our platform. He let us on our platform. Ain't nobody. It's not no disrespect.
Yeah, he let me over there too, right? So I can't. I'm not. He don't disrespect me, man. So I mean,
and
I don't like what he talking about with Naphtali. I think he wrong and shit about that. But JJ, that's something personal, man. I ain't got to do with that shit.
They talking about the information. Let's stick to that. That's what I'm trying to stick to.
It's just information.
I don't care about that. I'm talking about, like she said, he got a right to his opinion. We got a right to ours. So let's keep it like that, family. Because all the rest of that stuff messing up the show.
Yeah. Hey, you come back, man. And she put out information to show us what she was wrong at.
And
Black Jesus, are you there?
We ain't saying he can't be on here. Everybody is welcome on the platform, but let's just be respectful. That's all we asking.
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm in the cut listening.
So I really was calling y'all and you didn't answer, so I ain't know if y'all not talking something. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about me and Sarnetta?
Yeah, he kept on saying Black Jesus.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear him, man. I was doing 2 and 3 different things over here. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Well, sis, I ain't no thought. Everybody know you brought information. I don't know where you get that from. You kicked his ass up and down. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. So it is what it is. Jabari, and one thing Elder Yara said, and what I find interesting is a champion, and just like JJ said too, a champion will go anywhere. This sister have been on everybody's platform, right? Then challenge everybody, even the people on this platform right now that's in the comment section, but we all still get along. So I don't see Jabari or what's his face, what's his name, Shaka, going on people platform and challenging them, right? Or a mutual platform. I would like to see that. I would like to see him come over here. We're treating him fair. I would like to see that. But nah, sister whipped his ass yesterday. Point blank period. Whipped his ass, entire ass.
Hey, let me know when I can go after that.
Go ahead, JJ. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Come on, JJ.
Hey, look. Hey, I apologize, but it's bad enough that when we got to go over there, we got to deal with his bullshit. With him not bringing no information. Him not bringing no source, no reference. I ain't never seen this nigga open up a book. I ain't never seen you take notes, write down anything. And you got the nerve to come in here and try to rain on her parade, nigga. Go over there with Chris Harris and celebrate with them. Go over there on Jabari platform and celebrate with them lying ass niggas. But you're not about to bring your goddamn no scholarship having ass over here, you biased ass nigga. Because I ain't got to kiss your ass to be on your fucking platform. I don't give a fuck. I'll cuss you out. I'll come back on that bitch and go against your people and cuss you out again, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, y'all. But this dude was very disrespectful. And you see the sister was very offended, but y'all didn't catch on. So you goddamn right, I'm going in. I ain't gonna be nice to this nigga. I ain't gotta kiss his ass. I ain't saying y'all is, but I'm telling you, he came over here to be disrespectful and negative. He didn't come over here and say, you know what, great job or nothing like that. He came over here to defend his goddamn assets. Them lying ass niggas over there. Them scary ass niggas to get in the goddamn ring.
I agree.
So hey, you called disrespect me today, nigga, so fuck you.
Hey, man, I get it. But
come on, man.
I've been in this thing.
Oh man, everybody protecting this dude, man.
For a long time, JJ. I'm sure we all have. And I just want to say, Sister Natalia, the weird way that this works is when you see cats like that, or this pops up, or all these different videos that's going on, take it as a compliment. that now take it as a compliment that now they have to respect you enough that they have to discuss what you're saying.
Can I talk now without being interrupted?
Ain't nobody want to hear you, man, unless you got some sources.
God damn, is this JJ platform or what, man?
No, man, this ain't yours. Your dumb ass ain't got no source at all.
JJ,
let him go. Let this nigga dumb down the audience because he ain't got shit to bring to the table.
Hold on, bro.
They asked you a question, Sarnetta. Hold on.
Hold on.
So they asked you a question.
Wait a minute, JJ. Wait a minute.
Get the clock out for me, this dumbass nigga.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Relax.
You got the right to speak. Everybody welcome on the platform.
Let Neftali and Sarnetta
as long as you don't say shit to me.
All right.
Okay.
You address Neftali.
Okay, JJ. Let Sarnetta go, please. He got the right to be over here, and he got the right to speak his opinion. And he was going.
As long as you don't say shit to me, bro.
All right.
So,
go on mute then. Go on mute. I'm gonna mute you, and then let Sarnetta talk, and him and Neftali can talk. Go ahead, y'all. Y'all got the floor now.
All right. First thing I want to say, Qanath, to you, and to Shawsham, and to Black Jesus Minister. The minute, I don't worry about what this clown, what this kid say, because the minute he get mad with you, he gonna do the same shit to y'all. He gonna curse you out. You gonna be a bitch. You gonna be a fake ass Hebrew.
Like I said,
because he have done it to everybody.
Shit. You bitch ass nigga.
You can't even let me talk.
No, shut the fuck up. I said deal with the information, you dumbass nigga.
Have no discipline. He gonna do the same thing to everybody else the minute he get mad at you. So it don't bother me when he do that because I see him do it to everybody. And so what I was saying was, if you want to build up the sister scholarship, we got to be honest. I'm tired of everybody always saying Sarnetta is biased. Sarnetta is biased. Everybody's seen where Neftali got beat up by her own source. He pulled her source, man. I don't care if you come over there again, Neftali. That's up to you. That's up to you if you want to come over. You're welcome. But I understand when I say the toughest environment to be in, that's what I mean. And then you get all upset and get mad. If you're right, you're right. But when you're wrong, sister, you got to take that L. But a lot of y'all up there, y'all not gonna say she's wrong. And I'm just saying she did good in a lot of stuff. She was right. But the topic was never about the Canaanites was influenced by them, the Egyptians was influenced by them. She never proved that the God, that the woman God was a Canaanite God. And tomorrow I'm gonna show y'all the conversation that her and Jabari had. And then you will see that she changed the topic, bro. I got to prove it to y'all because y'all don't want to see it. Neftali and her husband changed the topic. Simple as that. And I'm glad I got it on video, and you will see it tomorrow. The topic was Neftali was supposed to prove the same bet that she made with Shaka. Jabari came in and was talking to her as well, and she was talking about that this was a Canaanite god, the $1,000 bet, and she didn't prove that. So when you say she proved it, Qanath, you're wrong. Why don't you ask Neftali right now? Did she prove? Hold on. I'm closing. Ask Neftali right now. Did she prove that was a Canaanite god? Just ask her. I'm gonna listen. Ask her. I bet you she tell you no, she ain't proved that.
I mean, she could talk, but I want to say something. If you want to talk before me, sis, you can. But I want to say something real quick because you keep saying that we not teaching her right and all that. We're not teaching Neftali anything, right? We all learn from one another, and Neftali is her own scholar. She do more research than any other Hebrew Israelite I know on the planet, right? Outside of Shawsham and maybe one more person, right? I don't know nobody who research like her. You know,
well, I spoke to Jabari. He said he want to talk to you, Qanath.
Okay, that's great. Let me finish. So here's my thing. Not only did she prove that was a Canaanite god, we proved that
No, why don't you ask her? Ask her right now.
But wait a minute. Don't
I want to get on record.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna let her speak, right? Because the record is this, right? The topic that the title was of that topic that y'all put up was between her and Shaka. And what happened is, don't cut. What happened is Y'all forced her hand because Shaka came on there, called her a clown, and used a curse word. Prove your topic or get the fuck off, right? Basing at the woman, right? Because y'all like to say woman, so I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it too.
I don't support that. I don't support him doing that.
Right. She said, "Hey, Shaka, how you doing?" He come on there. I got my evidence right now. He ain't pull shit. Just try to use her information and use 1,200 years.
Why do
and
we gotta prove to him that she won? And he can't even prove.
I'm going in right now. I'm going in right now, JJ. I'm going in
I'm
right
just
now.
saying, this dumbass nigga can't even pull up the goddamn source.
But hold on, brother. I'm going in right now. So here we go. He came on there, prove. And to
They
us,
would never
she
let us do
did.
this shit on their platform, bro.
Hey, but hold on, hey JJ. Let me finish, man. You make my chain of thought, bro. Please. So what happened was that was between them two, and then what Jabari does, after you told, because I can pull it up too. You told him to be quiet. He laughed in the background. Oh, Shaka gonna kill him on this. You don't know. Let her go ahead. Go ahead, put up. She brought out something. Oh no, go put up, sis. Then he said, when they had a chance to speak, he said, "Oh no, you wrong." She said, "About what? If you said I'm wrong, prove I'm wrong." Y'all then in turn say, "Sis, you have to show it first." If she got to show something first, how in the hell he know that she's wrong? You just saying you're wrong without her even showing it, and then say you gotta prove yours first. You can't say she wrong unless you know what the hell she already brought out. Last part. I got a call from Garfield saying I saw the title of the show. I said, "What you talking about, brother?" Because I didn't know what was going on. Neftali going on a show to have a conversation with Jabari on was Egypt influenced by Canaan. I said, "Oh, really?" So I looked and I saw the title. That's what it said. So maybe an hour or so passed by, or 2 hours passed by. I said, "Oh shit, they about to go live." And I looked. I said, "Oh damn, that's not what happened to the title." So I called Neftali up. I said, "Neftali, the title has changed." She said, "What?" So rather, if you want to say she agreed to that title, obviously a conversation was held about the title of the Canaanites influenced the Egyptians because you put it up on your channel in some kind of way. You changed your mind and went back, I guess, to the original topic, but you put it up there. That's how Garfield knew it. That's how Garfield knew it, and that's how I even knew that y'all was going to be having a discussion. I didn't even know enough time was coming on your show. So when I saw that the Canaanites influenced the Egyptians, I said, "Oh wow." Then Garfield said, "Shit, I'm gonna do a show on it right now." So he did a show, I believe, used the exact same title, proving that the Canaanites influenced the Egyptians. And then once he was finished, the title was changed, and I called, and then this guy Jabari talking about, "Oh, you called, you talking to Neftali." No, when I was talking to Neftali on the phone, the show did not start, right? Did not start. And then you told me, "Hey, come and click in and we could talk behind the scenes." I said, "I'm trying to get in." Y'all already started the show.
This is taking away from the show, bro. This demon over here ain't got no goddamn source.
Hold on, brother. I'm almost finished to prove my point. And then it's supposed to be a discussion. You came on and said, "Neftali, you get 7 minutes. Jabari gets 7 minutes." Right? And you said, "Well, he could just listen. She could just listen." They say, "No, he got 7 minutes. She got 7 minutes." Then there's an answer and a question. It turned to a debate. And this is something she said she's not prepared for anything. So to me, it seemed like it was a setup, but she handled herself pretty well. At the end, she didn't say, he did call her names. He said, "If it was up to me, I'd give you an F." Did she say that to him? She thought his information was wrong, but she didn't say that. Right? Is this silly? Some silly school put up her and
Hey, show the part when he was getting in the way doing the question and answer round.
Hold on, brother. This must be silly school. She ain't say that. Then she misquoted a word. He want to try to go in on talk about how she don't know how to pronounce words. She don't know how to. She don't have reading and comprehension skills. You know, she needs to go back to class. Maybe she don't understand. He was insulting her the whole time. She kept her calm, cool self, act like a mature adult, right? And let him. And then when she was ready to say something, what he does, no, stop, no. She didn't do that. He did that. So you can have your opinion, and that's just what it is, an opinion. And we got ours. That's all. We think she won because we know she won. You think Jabari won? That's fine. Right now,
So
we don't
why
even
he
care
come
what the
over here
title was.
fucking up our
We
show?
don't even, hold on, brother. We don't even care what the title was. She debated him, which supposed to be a discussion on what it got changed to. Now, you see that's put up there? You put that up on your screen, right? And then you changed it back to what you said was original. You put it up there. That's something that she gave y'all. You put it up there. That's how Garfield knew it. Then all of a sudden you changed it back to, I guess, the original. But we don't care. We're not even talking about that. We talking
The reason
about,
why the reason why I changed it, because when Jabari seen it, he said, Sonetta, what is they doing? That's not the title that we discussed. And I looked and I said, you're right. And so he played the video with Neftali and Jabari talking and showed me. That's why I said I'm gonna get the video tomorrow and I'm gonna play it to show you the controversy come from Neftali's husband trying to get slick, changing the
See what I'm
title, bro.
saying, man? Get him up out
Changing
of
the
here, man.
title. JJ, come on, man. Get
Bro,
out
get
of
him
here.
out. You
Go
up here
finish
causing
sucking on that white
confusion,
titty,
bro.
nigga. Get
Man,
out of here,
you
bro.
causing
Did you call
confusion.
me, bro?
Bro, let me speak. Let me
JJ,
speak.
you
Hey,
gotta
Quanath,
stop,
you gonna let
man.
this
Go
clown
back
over
and
skate
suck
me
on
or
that
what?
white titty, man,
Man,
that you
fuck
used
this
to,
dude,
bro.
bro.
man, thanks for coming
He gotta
through.
go.
We're gonna let
Get your ass. Go. We
we're
having
gonna
a victory
let
party. Get your
it's
ass
her
out of
show.
here.
It's her show. So we're gonna let her finish up on let them
So
finish
I
up
just
on what
want
they
to
got.
say
Hold on
this.
for a second.
So you
Wait,
don't
hold
want
on,
to come back on your
this
wax?
Neftali speaking.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to say is that I have two videos right here already set up to showcase some dialogues that had took place. So I'm gonna let Black Jesus go ahead and say what he want to say, and then I'm just gonna get ready to share my information.
I just wanted to say quickly, I heard that Sonetta was calling me out, saying something. He was calling my name, but I wasn't. I was going back and forth. I wasn't in front of my computer, so I missed it, brother. You was trying to get my attention about something, Sonetta.
No, you already
I
talked about that.
I was just gonna ask you.
Don't worry about that. I'll discuss it another time. It's Neftali show. Go ahead, Neff. Go ahead and play your video.
Okay, well, I guess my talk time just got over. I don't get to address something. I'm out.
You do, brother. Just let her play. Just let her prove with her point.
Don't worry, JJ. This gonna be real quick. Just let me go ahead and do this. So, let me go ahead and share this. 1 second. So this is on Sister Noble's channel. I wanted you guys to hear what was said on here.
The debate's supposed to be planned, at least like y'all had debates over there 3-4 weeks in advance, not that night. Shit, give it probably a week, 4 days to study on something. It's a wrap.
Naphtali, your video ain't got no sound.
You still there, Naphtali?
You guys weren't hearing my video?
No, it's no sound playing.
What?
No, we didn't hear anything.
Okay, let me go. I don't know what happened. I don't know what. Okay, hold on 1 second. Because what I was showcasing actually is Shaka actually saying that Neftali is correct. Okay, so I want to showcase that Shaka even acknowledges that I was correct in my assessment. The only difference is that just because you don't agree with those scholars doesn't necessarily mean that what I'm saying is not debated by other scholars.
And you're 100% right, because he said no scholars would say that, not one, right? And then Shaka said, yeah. Then next thing you know, he said, you know what, she's right. Some people do agree with what she's saying.
So I'm getting ready to play it right now. We getting ready to play it right now.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
On Neftali's behalf. Hold on. Hey, yo, can I share something? I want to say something on Neftali's behalf. Hold on. Hey, Sonetta, I want to say something on Neftali's behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think
stop right there. Stop right there, Neff. Sonetta, get your ass back on this show. Get your ass back on this show.
We want to. Can I speak before you bring this clown back on? I'm gonna speak. You can bring that clown back on. I'm gonna go.
Go ahead,
No. Because it seems like he get more goddamn respect than me. I got put in the goddamn back for this goddamn devil. The fuck? I went to war for F.O.P.E. And you gonna put me in the back for this goddamn devil? Don't do that shit no more, man. I would never do you niggas like that. That's real. But y'all go ahead and continue. I'll wait till it's my turn. They're gonna let this devil come in, and he come in and ruin the goddamn show. He didn't come in here to support. He's over there with Garfield and them talking shit. He over there with Chris Harris talking shit. Learn what side to be on. The fuck?
Go ahead, Neftali.
No, that was what I wanted to showcase, is that Shaka even acknowledged. And if you want to hear it again, I can play it again. But the thing is,
play that beautiful footage again. That beautiful voice.
Let's go ahead and play it again.
Hold on. Hey, yo, can I share something? I want to say something on Neftali's behalf. Hold on. Hey, Sonetta, I want to say something on Neftali's behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think that would be dishonest, because the reality in that there are no scholars out here that are saying what behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think that would be dishonest.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. Now, Sonetta, your dumb ass. Hold on. Let me say something to Qanath, please. Sonetta, Qanath, please. Go ahead. Dumbass Sonetta with your 5th grade education. Did you hear what Shaka said? But that ain't gonna register in that little chip brain of yours, is it? So don't let this nigga come in here and ruin our shit. Go over there with them other niggas that's lying. Get your ass out of here. You ain't got no source. You ain't got no reference to say, well, you just can't come on here and say, oh, what, this is. Prove it, nigga. Or get your dumb ass out of here. You had never seen this guy write down any notes. You had never seen him do a presentation. You are a joke to me, Sonetta. You want to call me crying about a goddamn woman, nigga? Don't play with me, man. She ain't yours no more. Move around, bro. She over there with Killer Priest. She happy. Get over it. I'm done.
Hey, play that one more time. Because
we don't play the whole thing because people think that somebody's up. You know, these people are really full of it. The fact is that the man acknowledged the fact that it will be dishonest to act like I don't have scholarly sources. I provided tons of scholarly information, but I'm getting ready to play
the whole thing.
Hold on, let me play this one video. Let me play this one.
Yeah, play your video, Queen. I guarantee you, none of them goddamn bums come over here and face us. I'll come out of retirement and them bums come over here. They want to always have the upper hand. Cowards. And 98% of my debates is on the road. Trust and believe that.
Okay, it's sharing now. So hopefully we can hear it. Let me see if there's something. Maybe.
What I find interesting, you said we're not being honest. Now you got to be honest to yourself. Your own champions lying to one another, and the other one that betted her $1,000 said you can't prove it. And you said nobody said she bought sources. Obviously, she bought sources because Shaka agreed and said you'll be dishonest, disingenuous, basically a liar. Right? So he just got to give his 1,000. He just admitted it'd be disingenuous if scholars actually saying what she's saying. So he owes her $1,000. Now we're gonna say the same thing. You could pay in pennies, quarters. No, she don't want that shit. She want hers in. She want $1,000 bill, nigga. You know. So now, Sarnetta, that was the topic, and Shock Utmost said your Mayweather is disingenuous. Disingenuous, a liar.
Just like him. I'm calling you out, Sarnetta. Get your dumb ass on here, and you said Chris Harris won, then you prove his point.
Okay, so
I
we
dare
get
you.
Okay, I'm ready to share it. I can't share it. I don't know what's going on, but I'm playing it on my phone. So here go the audio right here.
Go ahead.
From Neanderthal. He looks like it. Yeah, I really do. And many people do that to this.
Okay. Well, so my thing is that so the Hyksos, you say that they influenced the Egyptians, correct?
No, I didn't say that. I don't really go.
I believe the Canaanites. I believe the Egyptians pulled from the Canaanites pantheon.
Okay. So here's what I would say to that. If you
we know the goddess Hathor, right? Isn't she a Canaanite deity?
Hathor is not a Canaanite deity.
She is. She is Canaanite. She goes back to the lot. She goes back. The Canaanites are actually older than Egypt, correct?
Would you like to place $1,000 bet on that?
$1,000 bet on what?
Yeah, on what you just said. I'll put the money.
That the Canaanites are older than Egypt?
That Hathor is not a Canaanite god. Would you like to put $1,000 on that? $1,000 on it.
That she's not a Canaanite god?
No, you said that she is. So put $1,000 on she is. I will put $1,000 on she's not, and let's see who gets the 2,000. Who gets to keep the 2,000?
All right. Well, we'll get our sources together, and we'll come back and we'll see who wins that.
Okay, so then you're betting that you're putting your 1,000 on it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, Sanetta, you heard that, right? Sanetta, you heard that. Your audience heard that. She put $1,000 on the fact that she's saying that Hathor is originally a Canaanite god, and she said she named the goddess as well, or god as well.
Well, the goddesses go all the way back to different names, right? Because the thing is that they share the
different
same
names.
The difference is the name changes. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
You don't agree with that. So you don't think that the Canaanites and the Egyptians, they don't.
Hey, can you pause there for a second, Neftali, please?
Okay.
Earlier today, Shaka Utmost on his show and Sarnetta's show, and I'm gonna find the timeline where he said the different gods of Egypt changed their names. And I'm going to find it. He said that today.
Yeah, that's all the time. They combine guys all the time. I can show you right in this book. You ain't got to find a stamp. They scared of this book.
I got the second video too. Now we're gonna play the second.
Sarnetta too dumb. Sarnetta, you couldn't get past the first page. I'm calling your dumb ass out right here on a neutral platform or somewhere else. On a neutral platform. Your scholarship against mine, you dumbass nigga. You ain't got shit to bring to the table. Go ahead.
I never said that all gods were the same and just changed their name. That is wrong, and that's because you don't understand and you lack understanding and discernment. You don't know what you're talking about. If that's what you got from that information, then you really need to go back to school and read and learn how to listen. Okay, because you don't have understanding. You lack it. Whoever that is in the chat. Try again.
Tell them to come up on the stage.
Okay, I'm getting ready to play the next part.
Whoever talking out there in the audience, bring your dumb ass up here, and you're gonna get destroyed.
It's disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think that would be dishonest, because the reality of it is that there are scholars that have attempted to, what I use the term is peddle. There are scholars that have attempted to peddle that perspective. But I think that's my perspective on it.
Here, pause that. Now you see what he said. Now he's going into his perspective. Now he's going
Right.
into his opinion. Now he's going into his philosophy. And guess what? I have my opinion as well. But there are scholars who have researched, who have done their due diligence, and they've come up to the conclusion that I was presenting. And what he said was that we would be disingenuous and dishonest if we did not uphold the fact that Neftali brought that forward. And that's what that's all about. Now, and the key word is dishonest and disingenuous. And guess what? And what I provided was sources, and there were scholars that actually agreed with me. And he was able to acknowledge that. So he owes me $1,000.
He's showing the hell, dude. He's showing the hell, dude. Now, he
And
came back and acknowledged. First he betted it, and then you come back and acknowledge you dumbass nigga. That's where you, and Sarnetta, do that register in that little pea brain of yours? Huh? Sarnetta, you have no scholarship at all, bro. My granddaughter can beat you.
You know what? Let me say this right here. What I find, what I'm starting to find interesting is that some people are willfully not listening. You know, they hear it, but I think what you brought out earlier, Neftali, when you said they want to do this on the other platform, may have something to do with it, because this is obvious. This is obvious. He just admitted that you was right. And for my brother, for you to come over here and say, we're not doing her right, we're not telling her. No, I mean, she's showing me stuff that I didn't know. I mean, she's actually bringing out what scholars.
Right.
Hey, give me the definition. JJ, give me the definition of what a scholar is.
Hold on, Qanath, because somebody said, is there a consensus among scholars that Hathor is
that dumbass dude, and he gonna put no behind. I seen it.
No, there is no consensus that they believe that she's not.
But he won't come up on the stage, Naftali. He just trolling.
I know, because people like him lack discernment. They do not know how to read and understand things. The thing is that there is a consensus out there that she is Canaanite deity, and there's a consensus to say that she's Egyptian. But guess what? There is a alternative opinion, and if you don't want to accept that opinion, then that's your choice. But don't sit up here and act like it doesn't exist. And that's what the problem is. They want to act like
that's why they in the audience, Queen, because that's where they belong.
Hey, I don't see that. Is that on Set the Record Straight or Civil War?
I don't know which one I'm on. It's right in this chat right here. I just pushed chat. I mean, that's somebody named what is it? Damn, where he at? Where the troll at? I just seen it. The Fight Doctor. You know, it's probably Chris Harris or Jabari. It's one of Sarnetta trolls. It might be. I won't say it's Sarnetta, but he spelled a little better than Sarnetta, so I don't think it's him. You know, Sarnetta, when are you gonna face me? I want you to, since you said Chris Harris beat Tazariak, which we know he did. I want you to present.
I don't really care to talk about JJ real talk. I don't really care to talk about Chris Harris or Tazariak on my channel, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Brother,
you know,
I mean,
I don't care. No, I don't care for Chris. I don't care for Chris Harris.
No, I don't either. But I thought this was the Warrior. What was that? I'm up tonight. High five. You know, I'm like, oh shit, it's wartime, nigga. All of them can get it. But go ahead, we'll leave them clowns. We ain't got to name
because like somebody right, Chris Harris cloud chaser,
don't
man.
play
That's
that
all
song. Get me hyped up for nothing, goddamn.
Yeah, hey Neftali, hey look, when you doing good, they love to come out. I'm telling you, that's what happened when you kicking their ass for real. You know what I mean? Hey, Big Country, come on here, brother. I ain't heard from you in a minute. Hit the link. Tell what you think about this.
Did you see when I had the conversation with Shaka? You know, get him out of here. Oh, I'm gonna leave. This is what they do when I come on. Jabari, all of them, their whole demeanor changed. They know I'm the one. They know it. Because I go into their shit. But they would rather be in the ring. Now, this is no disrespect to Naphtali. They would rather be in the ring with a Nepal, a Naphtali, a sister LaShawn Rainey, a sister Carla. Because it's that feminine energy. They don't want to be called nigga nuts and use a dumb motherfucker. Excuse my language. That scares them. And all the time they throwing their condescending little remarks. But they don't, but their energy is not like ours over here. So they feel more comfortable trying to act like they're teaching this woman. That's
and
what
she
it is.
teaching them. And she
Right.
teaching them.
She teaching them, but they think they teaching her. And they feel more comfortable. These are feminine ass niggas. Oh, we don't want to debate Black Jesus ministry. Hell no, JJ. But we have already debated. We already debated all of them.
Well, let me say this, JJ. Hold on for a second, JJ. Let me say this. What I find disingenuous is that, and I don't care what anybody think about this. Y'all try to set Neftali up, man. You know, because just like the debate is coming up between he got coming up between the ISPK guy and Shaka. That debate has been playing for over a month. All of them been playing for over a month, but all of a sudden, the same day, Neftali is in a debate. Right. That's a coward move. That's a coward move.
Yeah.
Now, you can say the Jabari gonna say, well, I was busy. I had something to do too. Well, don't make this out of debate, and you lost.
Even before the show, they was already talking about, Natalia, see this, see that. All these cowards over there who won't get in the ring like a Garfield. Nigga, you don't even show up for your goddamn debates. You goddamn coward. Guys like that. Guys that run from debates. Shaka, you ran from a goddamn debate. Chris Harris, you ran from a debate. And Garfield, sorry.
I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna leave the room open for. I'm gonna leave the room open for another 15 minutes. I'm gonna let Neftali say a few more things. If anybody want to come on, you get a chance to come on. Forever hold your peace, and let Black Jesus and JT say something. Neftali, you want to go on a little more? Because I mean, you killed it over there, and sore losers just that, sore losers. Since you got the floor.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I appreciate you guys coming over here, supporting. It's very unfortunate that, like I said, Jabari at one point in time, he ended up pulling out videos of me on Zion Lex channel, which I have no idea what that had to do anything. He started name calling. He started to bring up points that had absolutely nothing to do with the video. And my thing is that we were supposed to be having a scholarly conversation, which turned into a debate, which also I wasn't even supposed to even say anything. I was supposed to sit back and watch him and ask him questions. And all they did was transform the whole thing. And I felt like I handled myself very appropriately and well, considering
I was impressed.
I wanted him to postpone the thing. I said, can you postpone it? I'm not ready. He said, oh no, don't worry about it. Jabari just wants to do his presentation. He was up all night putting it together. I said,
there and lied.
I said, okay. He put his presentation. He said, won't you just come on and you can just watch and then ask him some questions. You don't have to do anything. Next thing I know, I hit the link. He telling me, you got 7 minutes, share your screen. What's that about? What do you mean share my screen? I'm not supposed to be doing anything but watching his information.
Hey, he just got you on there, sis, because he's trying to make the pod jealous. I'm just going to keep it real with you. 7,000. Go ahead, Queen, though.
That's fine. He got her back, and I hope they have a good time and a good show. Good show and good time, and I'm happy for him.
Oh, they back together? That means I told you the fix is in. They stole the money together. I told y'all. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah. But Black Jesus, you want to say something? JT?
Again, you guys made a very good argument that the sister actually pulled this debate out. She edged it, because again, the it seems that the scholars, the researchers, the archaeologists, all these experts, the discussion, the conclusion goes both ways, you know, and it's not really certain, but I do believe that Sister Neftali brought out enough information to edge this thing out. And when y'all played Shaka backing her up, that sealed it right there. Shaka,
play it one more time, Neftali. Play it one more time.
One more time for Son of the P Brain.
Play it one more time.
You got what Sonetta considered to be the top Kemetic scholar, next to Jabari or above Jabari, affirming Sister Neftali. Then we goddamn, you got to go with the HOK expert, bro.
And he owe her $1,000. We'll see if the camera play up.
Which video? I mean, which one you want me to play, Qanath?
The one where he said you got to be disingenuous because scholars agree.
Okay, we get ready to get that one together. Just a second.
Go ahead, Black Jesus. Okay, Big Country. Yeah, well, I want to hear that. Send it to me.
Yeah, Big Country got some good music. I played one of his songs before. Yep.
I'm getting ready to play it right now.
All right, go ahead.
I want to say something on behalf. Hold on, it's Sonetta. I want to say something on Neftali's behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think that's honest, because the reality.
There you go, right there.
Play it. Hold on, play it again.
One more time.
I ain't never like hearing no man's voice, but damn, that sounds good. Play it again.
Hold on, it's Sonetta. I want to say something on Neftali's behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that.
Game over. You dumbass niggas on HOK. Garfield, all y'all heard what Shaka said. Now deal with him. Chris, I hate my hairline hairs. Deal with Shaka. Go ahead.
Hold on, it's Sonetta. I want to say something on Neftali's behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think that would be dishonest, because the reality of it, I want to say something on Neftali's behalf, because it's disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here.
You dumbass niggas. I think he just wanted to give you $1,000 because you're beautiful, Neftali. That's it. He knew. Because you can't be that dumb, Shaka, to challenge her and then come back and say, you know what, there's some scholars out there that say, shut up and pick up your tongue, heavy tongue, talking ass Negro. Go ahead.
Okay, one more time, sis. I'm gonna let y'all go. One more time. God damn.
It's Sonetta. I want to say something on Neftali's behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said.
Game over.
That would be dishonest, because
hey, Garfield, that's a dagger.
You dumbass nigga. Chris Harris, you dumbass nigga. That's a dagger.
That's a dagger.
Sonetta P Brain, what's his last name? Gary, that's a dagger. Don't ever come out of us and act like we don't know what the hell we doing over here.
Hey, look, let me say this, right? I thank the Most High for this, right? I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to say. I just want everybody quiet for a second, and I don't need nobody comment about what I'm gonna say. When you got the Spirit of Christ in you, man, even when you have a disagreement with one another, in this wartime, He's gonna pull you together. Because I got 1, 2, 3 people up here that was battling, right? But they're gonna be on the side of the righteous, right? Right is right, and wrong is wrong. So I commend you, JJ, and I commend you for Black Jesus, you too, Black Jesus, for y'all come over here supporting y'all sister. You know, y'all know she won that. It wasn't even freaking close.
Bro, I done went to war in the name of Lions in the FOPE. How many goddamn times? The shirt on, the hat, the whole gear.
Yeah, you're right, brother.
Goddamn devils. So this ain't nothing new. This is my second home.
That's right, man. So I mean, this is so obvious. Sarnetta, come on, man. Your own ponytail said it'll be disingenuous to say scholars.
Wait a minute, you say your own ponytail.
Said that. I got you. I'm gonna check the inbox. You know. So it's so many arguments and everything she proved. So, and what I like about it is that everybody came on here and showed something. And I gotta agree with JJ on this one. If you're gonna say that we're lying to her, you need to show her where she's off. Because the people that you're relying on got debunked. Neftali beat the brakes off Jabari yesterday. And so much so that Shaka had to agree, and his ass didn't even show up. He didn't take on the damn debate. Right? But Jabari wanted to jump out there so I can get her. I'm just going.
I got it. The fact of reality is
I'm starting to think it was a setup for real, because now it's like, okay, I'm gonna get y'all together and let's go. 7 minutes. Y'all want 10
turn
minutes?
it into a debate.
How that happened? And then he got slides.
Then he got destroyed.
In the slides, all that shit, and then she got smashed. I mean, he got smashed.
Yeah, he got smashed, Elder.
He got smashed.
See, this is what you get. See, he thought it was gonna be easier because they run to the woman, not knowing the like you say, a lot of these women. Let me get it in. A lot of these women is smarter than some of us men. Hell, it's just the truth. I said some of us now.
Hey, look, 919 NC. That video
they grew up with your granny.
Edited. Hey, hold on, JJ. Whoever 919 NC, that video is edited. Okay. It's edited. Go back and watch it yourself, right? So if you think it's edited, that means you didn't watch the video. You just a hater, or you one of them cats that we're talking about.
Well, no, that's not a troll page, bro. That's him. He just forgot. That's him. Don't even pay no attention. Go ahead.
No, that can't be him. I know he ain't gonna lie like
that.
It
is that dumb, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm looking in the chat, and somebody said that why don't you talk about the parts where she got things wrong? Why don't you come up here and hit the link and tell me what I got wrong and show me what's supposed to be correct in? Why don't you come on and hit the link?
Hit the link, cowards.
Go ahead.
Other than that, we winning. We winning over here.
And you know what we do?
Hey, we're gonna get you a flyer made.
We're gonna do it just like they did over there. We're gonna let y'all. I'm gonna give you 7 minutes and give her 7 minutes. How about that?
Hey, the poll over. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Neftali won yesterday, or 2 of Jabari. And then, hey, we're gonna get you. If you win in the poll over here, we're making you a flyer. That's how it's going down. That's what they do. That's what they do. Put a 1 in the chat if Neftali won, and a 2 in the chat over here. You know what I'm saying? If Jabari won. And if we making you a flyer, and I guarantee you, I'm posting every goddamn group I'm in. Matter of fact, in my eyes, my personal view, she won. And see what it is. I seen in the question and answer part, Sarnetta, you start getting in the way. That let me know in your little pea brain. You said, well, maybe he is losing. Because in that pea brain, you can't access too much information, bro. You dumb. I dare you to come over here and do a presentation and let us critique. I dare you.
I got my brother Swarthy back in room. He dropped off and came back on.
Go ahead, my brother. Yeah, that's my kid. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Hey, Shalom, family. Can y'all hear me?
No doubt. Shalom. Yes, sir.
Hello. I see the Queen, Naphtali, in the building. Got the HOK over there boo-hooing. And then we got Black Jesus Minister in the building. Elder JT, the Hebrew of Hebrews in the building. And, it's just that respective persons thing is a real sad thing, for him to talk so highly of his chat, being so learned and one of the smartest chats on YouTube. I think it's sad that they just won't admit that Queen Naphtali beat up my man groundskeeper Willie, aka Jabari, who is playing a Kemetic priest from Scotland. So it's kind of sad that they don't deal with integrity, you know. Yeah, his genealogy goes back to a black family in Scotland. He actually is an Israelite. This is crazy, man. He's ashamed of it. But I digress. But,
hey, yeah,
but
Chief
anyway,
Scalpers, hey, Chief Scalp, whatever you said, Cracker, go ahead and jump on, bro. All you little cheerleaders, this is your time to make yourself a famous loser. Because once you get up here, you're gonna get destroyed. Other than that, if you don't have the heart to do it,
you know
stay
what?
in the chat and shake your pom pom like a little cheerleader. So I can tell you.
Hey, JJ, you gotta understand something, JJ. You gotta understand something. The Most High gave them an opportunity to go viral in the earth. When Kevin Hart came out and said the Egyptians were black people, and you didn't see one Egyptian up protest. I mean,
Right.
just the
I
one chance y'all
told him
had
that
to
the
go
other day,
viral
fam.
in the earth, they messed it up.
I told him that the other day. I said, "Why ain't y'all protesting for Kevin Hart? They took money out of his pockets just because he said that some of the Egyptians were black. They ran his ass up out of Kemet, just like they ran y'all up out of Kemet when y'all was trying to do your little conference. You niggas ain't Kemet. They don't want you over there.
Well, let me say this real quick. Check this out. I saw a video today, right? And the damn nation of Congo said the Israelites are all black, right? And that we are the Israelites in America, right?
Oh yeah, they ain't saying
so-
that we the Kemets, is it?
Sonetta, you gonna go over there and tell them Africans that they lying? You gonna fly to Africa and tell continental foundational Africans that they're lying?
Hey, that dumbass nigga too dumb to even fill out for a plane ticket. He ain't never been on a plane. Leave him alone.
Hey, Swarthy, give me a little information on Kemet, man. Let's show him a little how diverse you are a little bit if you want to. You want to wait later.
Well, I mean, I'll talk about it now. You know, when you look at for starters, most Africans, because I live with it's a lot of people from East and West Africa and all over the continent where I'm at in the Americas, actually. I mean, the truth of the matter is the Kemetic culture is not one that a lot of black people even agree with from a morality standpoint. They're okay with marrying direct brothers and sisters. They practice what's called the retainer sacrifice, and then a lot of them will try to run from that and say that it's something that they stopped practicing. But I would argue that to practice the Kemetic traditions in sincerity and to practice the fundamentals of their religion, you would have to practice the retainer sacrifice because it's something that they fundamentally practice, meaning it's a part of the foundation of their religion. So, and Kemet is not older than Samaria. Samaria is recognized as an older civilization than Kemet. So there's a huge lack of integrity when it comes to talking about Kemet and being on Sinaitic TV. They don't want to deal with the fact that Kemet is not the oldest civilization, you know. And every time you mention something or say something about it, the biggest thing they'll say was that was debunked. They never show you how it was debunked. They don't give you a source as to who debunked it. But that's just something that they've kind of weaponized. The same way the small hats will throw anti-S at us. That's their little weapon. Oh, it's been debunked.
Hey,
so,
brother.
Go ahead, Black Jesus.
I'm here to tell all of you Israelite brothers and my Israelite brothers and sisters. And y'all can go back and tell Zion Lex the same thing I'm saying right now. Because I'm sure he and others, you know, major teachers are responsible for teaching you all the fallacy that Samaria or Arcadia is older than Kemet. That's false, bro. Because it is Hamites who created the civilizations of Samaria. And that first Hamite who created the civilization of Samaria was Nimrod. Nimrod is the king, was the first king after the flood over the whole earth, and he is the one who created all of those Mesopotamian cities in Mesopotamia. Not no goddamn Shemites, not no dummy ass, uncircumcised ass, heathen ass Shemites, bro. Hamites did that. Circumcised Hamites who worship God El. And Nimrod is that Hamite who created the civilizations of Samaria and Arcadia. That's Genesis 10. Okay? So y'all take that back to brother Zion Lex. And I don't want to hear you, brother Israelites, my brothers and sisters, from this day forward.
It's my turn to speak, Black Jesus. Hold on a second.
You off though, so I'm almost done.
Hold on a second. No, but you said something about me that's not true. You said something that wasn't true about me, Black Jesus. You lied on me. I didn't learn that. I didn't learn that from no other Israelite.
I didn't interrupt you, bro. I waited my turn, brother. I'm almost done, bro.
But what I'm saying is you lied on me, Black Jesus. That's not true what you're saying. You don't know where I learned it from. Don't tell people where I learned something from. Ask me where I learned it from.
Brother, I'm not specifically talking to you. I'm talking to the entire Israelite community. Okay? Now, if you claim that you said this before Zion Lex, then you might have to prove that, and you probably did. Maybe you did. I don't know, because I mean, ideas are not exclusive to one person, and that don't mean that Zion Lex know everything before everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I got that, but I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the entire Israelite community. I am telling you all right now, as your bishop, the #1 Israelite teacher on the planet. That's Bishop.
You're not my bishop, man.
Yeah, I'm your bishop, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
I'm bishop.
Anybody, hold on, bro. And any stupid nigga that want to challenge me for being the damn bishop and the supreme Bible teacher, you holler at me, okay? But I'm telling you Negroes right now. Excuse me. I'm telling you Negroes now. Open up Genesis 10 right now, and you will see in Genesis 10 and 5, 10 and 6, Nimrod, and further down, Nimrod, whose daddy was Cush, okay? Cush is what? Ethiopia, right? And Nubia, right? His daddy is Cush. So Nimrod the Cushite, the black, nappy head Cushite, African, went over there and was the first king of the earth. And he established Akkad, which became Samaria, and all of those cities along the Tigris and Euphrates River, the Mesopotamian civilizations. He did that. And so therefore, if he got that technology, if he created cities, if Nimrod created cities, the first cities in Mesopotamia and Samaria and Akkad and Babylon, okay, all these territories where Abraham and the Shemites come from, but that's not where they originally come from. That land, the Euphrates River and the Mesopotamia, all of that land was given to Ham. The land that was given to Shem was Southern Arabia. Southern Arabia is what the land that was given to Shem.
All right. Let you go. Hey, JJ, where you go at, man? Because I gotta say. Oh, you want to respond?
Let me respond to him really quick, Let me respond to him. Like Jesus Minister, I didn't learn that from any other Israelite. I learned that through my own independent research. When you research the oldest civilizations that ever existed on earth, Samaria actually appears a lot. So it's not something that I learned from another Israelite, #1. #2, the king of Babylon didn't call his country Kemet. The Nubians who migrated to the north and established Egypt called it Kemet. So that's what we're talking about. Kemet wasn't even established yet. Now, I don't disagree with Nubia being Proto-Kemet, right? But they didn't even call Nubia Kemet. The Nubians who established Egypt, or what we would call Kemet, they didn't call it Kemet at the time. And I don't disagree with Nubians being Proto-Egypt. I don't disagree with that, Black Jesus Minister. What I'm saying is Nimrod didn't call his country Kemet. And that there are older civilizations than Kemet.
Black Jesus.
I never said that. And
Hold
right
on.
now, brother, you
No, I know you didn't say that.
Black Jesus. I'll let you go, brother. I ain't interrupt. Go ahead, Swarthy. Then we're going to jump back on the original topic.
So I was just saying to you, Black Jesus, that's something that I researched for myself, and I don't mind researching a little bit further. And I don't mind being still corrected, Black Jesus. I came on and apologized to you on side of the TV when you told me something that was correct that I was standing on. So I don't mind apologizing and being still corrected, Black Jesus.
No problem, brother. May I speak now? I'm going to give you this correction so we can move on. Now, brother, listen to me good. You sound like you've studied. You're just a little confused, so let me unconfuse you real quick, bro. The land of Egypt was originally called, according to the Bible, the land of Ham, bro. You hear me? not being named by no Nubians or named by Nimrod, bro. You confused about that. The land of Kemet, that what we call Egypt, was called the land of Ham.
Named his country the land of the blacks.
Brother, you're not, brother. Can I finish, bro? I'm just real quick, man.
I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds. I'm not gonna turn those bait for y'all too.
The land was originally called the land of Ham. This is the land that was given to Ham, the direct son of Noah. That is the oldest name of that land. Okay, and Ham is also directly connected to the word Cam or Kemet. Cam or Ham, C-H-A-M or K-E-M. It's the same word. Ham and the Ham and the Kemet and the K-E-M refers to Ham. Okay, so it's called the land of Ham. And we know that technology did not begin, civilization did not begin in Sumeria. That's stupid as hell. You know why? Because who? Because who built the Noah's Ark? That was an engineering feat to build a boat. Noah built a damn ship with animals in it. That is technology. That is high technology and civilization knowledge. Okay? And then the
God damn it, Black Jesus Minister, I didn't say it was the first civilization. I just said it was older.
You said it, brother. I'm going somewhere. Listen, brother. I'm saying to you.
I'm gonna drop that. You put in your correction. You put in your correction.
Yeah, but can I finish though? Just give me about.
But no, when I'm gonna give you 15 more seconds, brother.
You gonna treat me like something else now, Qanath?
No, listen.
You don't like what I'm saying now? You gonna treat me like something else, Qanath? Okay, bro.
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna say this.
Times, bro.
I said I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna say this. You made your correction, and he understood the correction.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
You gotta allow me to finish.
I did not. You're being rude, bro. You
Black
can't
Jesus.
tell me when I made my correction.
Black Jesus. Boy, y'all Negroes are something else.
Bro, no, you something else, bro.
Listen. I'm gonna let you finish, brother. Just let me say something. You know, that's rare that a person on his own show, he gotta ask permission. I'm being real kind. This is Neftali show. And he made us or misquoted, or if you feel like he misquoted, you correct him. He took that correction. It's not to keep on going on and teach it. And then if he say something, we go to another topic. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds and you can go ahead and, finish what you're gonna say in 30 seconds, and then we're gonna move on from there.
All right. So again, brother, civilization, the Egyptian civilization is older than Sumer. Why? Because civilization and civilization technology and knowledge began with Noah, and then it went to Ham, who built the first, who's the oldest civilization, and then from Ham it went to Cush, right? His son Cush, the Nubians, and then it went to Nimrod, and Nimrod went over there, who was the grandson of Ham, and went over there and built the first civilizations in Mesopotamia, which included Samaria and Acadia. That is why Egypt is older than Sumer, brothers and sisters. All right. Thank y'all very much.
No problem. JJ, you left, man, because I wanted to make fun of you. I saw when you put the screen on showing them skinny ass arms. You think you've been working out, but you ain't been working out, brother. You got to do a little more, man. Take some creatine, some protein, do some push-ups and pull-ups, right? And do some goddamn curls. We saw them little skinny olive oil. What's her name? Popeye girlfriend? Olive oil arms you try to put up there, man. That size 2, that extra small shirt. Stop that. I'm just messing with you, brother. Hey, Sham, I see you on, man. I already know what that means. Hey, Neftali, you killed it. What's the name? Shaka Ahmose admitted that he was wrong, right? Because scholars agreed with you, but Jabari disagreed, who's not a scholar. And I'm sorry, Shaka Ahmose, neither are you. Right? You gave your own opinion, but these people actually traveled there. They dug up the stones. They was inside the tombs, right? They went to school for a lot of this stuff, right? A lot of this stuff. And the sister, right? This is not even her field. And she kicked y'all ass. Reigning supreme over there. Knocked out your Mayweather and knocked out your, who Shaka Ahmose supposed to be? Just that, Shaka Utmost, right? So I don't
They
know.
call him the
And that's
Hebrew killer, Elder Qanath.
no,
They try to
actually,
call him the Hebrew killer.
what he is a culture vulture, because he admitted that he's not Kemet. He admitted that he's not Egyptian. He said he hoped he could be an honorary member because he's protecting their doctrine. And guess what? There is no Kemetic doctrine, right? There is the only Kemetic doctrine and only Egyptology doctrine is the white man. Ain't nobody over there doing no goddamn Kemet over there. That's like Naphtali said, is dead. There's no such thing as Egyptology in the motherland. This is something that the white man came up with, Egyptology. So stop playing. Stop playing. We on to you, culture vultures, stealing from the white man. Right? That's why Jabari don't want to name who's Kemet. Because Kemet is not a one race of people. It's dark land. It's
he
dark
ran from
land.
that question. It was obvious. It was crazy.
Exactly. So I'm gonna give everybody let everybody get a closing statement. Neftali, you're gonna go last, get the longest statement. JT, you ain't said I don't know if you sleep, my dear brother. I'm glad to see you back on. You wanna start it out? Give everybody 2 minutes.
It's
I think
12:20 in New York. JT probably sleep.
Yeah, I think he knocked out. Yeah, he knocked out. All right, Swarthy, you want to go ahead and get your 2 minutes in, and then JJ, and then Neftali.
I just wanted to say all praises to Yahawashi Yahawashi, the white Elder Qanath for letting me on the panel today. Peace and grace to all the brothers and sisters in the chat, brothers and sisters on the panel. Whether they deal fairly with us or not, the intellectual can always see that Neftali been over there smashing them dudes since day one. JJ been over there smashing them dudes since day one. So, the intellectual can certainly see. And other than that, just working on finding an educational institution to start my education in linguistics, practicing the characters of the Phoenician alphabet and the various alphabets throughout the course of history that we have recorded today, and learning one day at a time. Family, peace and grace.
Hallelujah. And when we talk about on the phone, man, I want just holler at me tomorrow, because I know I'm not gonna be able to do it tonight. I'm probably tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to you about something for sure. Most High bless you and your beloved family, man. Thanks for coming through. JJ 7000, the original FOPE champ. Holler at me, man. You got 2 minutes.
Yeah, man. I'm the Lions Den legendary FOPE / HOK champion. At one point, all 3 titles was bestowed upon me, and suddenly you can't take it back because the tape don't lie. You see? But I appreciate that, man. And like I said, Queen Nathala, you made me real proud to be an FOPE champion last night. I said, see, that's the qualities. That's what I'm talking about. All these, and then see, I know you making noise because all these little platforms, they all talking about you because they mad. They're all quick to jump in the ring with you because you are a woman. These are cowards over there. They don't want to get in the ring with the likes of JJ no more. They know what's gonna happen to them, but they feel that they got an advantage. When they get shot, you know what I'm saying? They get humbled. And they don't want to admit the truth, even though the truth is there on the tape. I appreciate what you did, because, oh my God. Hold up. All right, somebody calling me, so I'm about to close it out. But great job, Neftali. Like I say, Jabari and Sonetta, y'all pretty dishonest last night. Jabari, you're going to have to step it up, man. Like I said, I took notes yesterday in each round and stuff, man. And just let me say what I got out of your round when you came on. You said you went to Japan talking about some Shinto temple, the place of God.
Is it me? Because I don't hear him. Oh, his internet was acting up. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, champ.
Hey, shalom, most high bless to everybody. I want to thank you guys so much for your support. You guys don't know how it just feels to be, verified by your peers. That's the most important thing, I see Yehuda is in the chat. He also sent me a message. So shalom to you, Yehuda. Long time no.
Most high bless you, Yehuda.
But I just want to say that it's been an honor and a pleasure with you guys tonight. I had a good time. I like to share information, and that's one thing I see that they don't like to do. They don't want to share and accept information, new knowledge, bringing new knowledge forth and evolving with the information. They want to stay in the past, and that's where they belong, because if the Most High was really working with them, we know that He'll open up their hearts as well as their minds, so they can stay where they're at. I'm going to keep on blessing platforms that really want to evolve with the information, as well as bringing out, a new school of thought. So with that being said, I'm going to be bringing out a new presentation. I'm sorry that I keep postponing it, but I've been too busy working on. I've been working on working for other people's platforms. I haven't been working on my own because I'm too busy putting in time for people who don't really respect my time and don't respect the information that I'm putting forward. So I'm going to start making sure I put forward my information to those who really want to hear it and accept it, and at least if you want to have a dialogue about it, that's one thing, but it's another thing to completely act like I didn't do nothing. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a video on Noah. But I want to say thank you guys so much for your support, and Elder Qanath, as well as JT, JJ 7000. And before I leave, I want to play this. So let me go ahead and play this before I leave out.
That you would just read a little bit more so that you'd be able to make a crisper argument. Hey, can I say something on Neftali's behalf? Hold on. Hey, yo, can I say something? I want to say something. Hold on. Hey, on Neftali's behalf. It would be difficult for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think that would be dishonest, because the reality of it is that there are scholars that have attempted to, what I use the term is behalf, because it would be disingenuous for us to sit up here and pretend that there are no scholars out here that are saying what Neftali has said. I think that would be dishonest, because.
So right there, I'm going to leave out and close out with that. And shalom.
Yeah, Queen, he owe you $1,000. Hey, can I say something? I fell off. I want her to get the last word, but she said something before she left that she's gonna be talking about Noah. Let me say something about Noah too, because I'm working on something for Noah too myself right here. 7,000 be on it too. Look, this is a one page that I got, and then I'm out. Let me bring this out. Yeah, he read you, huh?
I'd like you to come through.
Yeah, I will. I can do that. We can build together. Eridu is one of the oldest cities in the world, right, everybody? And then the verbiage that they use is that the black-headed people, was in this area. The Sumerian flood story, also known as the Eridu Genesis, Sumerian creation myths, Sumerian deluge myth, is the oldest Mesopotamian text relating to the tale of the Great Flood, which would appear in later works such as the Atrahasis. I'm going to spell it Atrahashis in the 17th century BC, and in the Epic of Gilgamesh, 2150 to 1400 BC. The tale is also the most famously told as the story of Noah and his ark from the biblical book of Genesis. Earliest possible date, 1450 BCE. Latest date, 800 to 600 BCE. The story is dated to 2300 BCE in its written form, but it's thought to be much older, preserved by oral tradition until they committed it to writing. The extant work is badly damaged with a number of significant lines missing
And but we can still read and easily understand as the early Great Flood story. Scholars who have studied the text, check this out, generally rely on the later Akkadian, Babylonian, and this word that I can't really pronounce, Altrahesis, which tells the same tale. See, this story was passed on and on and on and on. There's a very important thing that I'm going to read in this that the Kemetic brothers need to listen to. Watch this. To fill in the blanks of missing text from the broken tablet. The story most likely influenced the Egyptian flood story, known as the Book of the Heavenly Cow. See, Jabari, Shaka, y'all got to stop getting in front of the community telling us that a lot of these things started in Egypt, or they didn't even have a flood story. When they have a flood story of the Heavenly Cow, which is dated part to the first intermediate period of Egypt. You see, between 2181 and 2040 BCE. But certainly, it was the inspiration for the latter Mesopotamian works, as well as the biblical narrative of Noah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You know, the story was first discovered in 1893 during the period of widespread expeditions and excavations throughout, Mesopotamia, funded by Western institutions. And here's my last thing, we can close it out. The good man in the version of this tale, chosen to survive the flood and preserve life on earth. This is an old tale, everybody. Is the first one is the priest king Zenzura of the city of Surpak. That's Suruppak, whose names mean life of long days. This same figure appears as Atrahasis. Exceedingly wise is what that means. And in later works, here we finna close it, we finna land my train. In later works, this bears the name of Unasapitia. That's he found life in the Epic of Gilgamesh, and as Noah, which means rest or peace in the book of Genesis. That's right, Queen. You go ahead and break some of this in. See, we go back further than these guys, man. They just stuck in Kemet. They avoid the Mesopotamian Sumerian accounts. And let me just say this: cuneiform was out a whole century before the hieroglyphs. You see, a lot of the things when the first Nile Valley started, they got a lot of their influence from the Levant. Agriculture, cultivation, technology, all of that come from the Levant, but they don't want to tell you this, but I've already did a demonstration on that. Elder Qanath seen it, he was an audience. That being said, shout out to the Lions Den, F.O.P.E. Great job, Sister Naphtali. You destroyed him. You destroyed the whole understanding of what's going on. We are smart enough to know. And like I said, Sarnati, don't come over here trying to rain on her parade. You've already disrespected her information. You don't respect my information. So stay over there with them that's pushing the false narrative. And with that being said, Shalom Barakatah. I'm out.
No doubt. Hey, look, hey, Neftali. Hey, Shashan, only if Neftali want to do it, Shashan, you give it another 3 minutes. Neftali, I've been trying to play this video that y'all put up of the guy that was on Living Color. Y'all made the video of his chant, right? If you could play that, if you can, if not, maybe another time. You know what I'm talking about.
I can play it. Let me go ahead and find it for you.
Yeah, please play that, y'all. Because y'all hey, look, y'all gonna love
pray it
this.
ain't meant on film, please.
No, it ain't that. Watch this. Y'all gonna love this right here. It's a special treat. This was going on over there. Hey, and my moderators, Most High bless. I done took all I could stand, but I can't stand no more with 919 and C. Block them or time them out. But go ahead, sis, put that up there, because this right here is worthy of what happened over there. Just a lot of bull talk, but with no meanings. And we're going to play something else. We're going to play what actually goes on over there with the champs. They so-called champs. Because now there's a new queen in the house of consciousness. A new champ in the house of conscious over there. And that's Queen Neftali.
Let's just call her, she's a new queen on the throne.
That's right. That's a fact. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I knew this years ago when I first heard this sister doing videos, and I took one of her videos and put it on my channel, if she can remember. I said, I got to get in touch with this sister. And we played the video, and it's been on ever since. Most I bless her and her husband and her family.
I'm sharing my screen, Sharsham.
Okay, share. She going to share the screen. And we're going to close out with this right here. Y'all going to love this right here. Make it big if you can. Take up the whole screen. Can't hear it though. Make sure we can hear it.
So y'all can let me know if you can hear it, okay? I'm going to play it. Oh, I got a commercial. Hold on. What is this commercial? Oh, hold on. This is someone else's video. What happened to mine? Okay, here it is. I know that's my intro. Okay.
We don't hear it. No sound, sis.
Huh?
No sound.
No sound.
Can't hear it.
That is really strange. That's strange. What?
This is one of the best videos they put together. Y'all would love this if she could get it to play. I'm telling you.
Why is it no sound? I don't understand.
Is it someone I went sharing?
No. We can't do nothing. We're not sharing. That's her sharing.
Okay, well, can you go to my channel and just share it? It's
I'm not even on the computer no more. I'm on my phone now, so I can't even share from my phone. I'm so tired. I was cooking. I'm laying in the bed. Sleepy.
Well, you know what, guys? I don't know what the problem is. I'm gonna have to come back and share it again. So I'm sorry. I know Sharsham tired.
Yeah, we'll do it again, fam. Y'all would love that'll be perfect. But yeah, so
I don't know why it's no sound. I don't get it.
oh, somebody said, King Judah said you gotta add audio.
Add audio? Where do I put that at?
He said open the window and add audio.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Let
me share my screen. Let me do it again. Okay, let me share screen. Oh, share system audio. Okay, I see now. Okay, thank you, K Judah. All right. Okay. Okay, here we go.
All right, so without any further ado, I would like to bring to you my brother, your brother. Peace, brother. What's happening? What's going on, brother? Peace. Come on, blackity black.
Allow me to partologize myself. Suppositorily speaking, my incarceration has forced, you understand, the ventilation of, shall I say, my derriere. And upon my discharge, I will ejaculate my mind to the prophylactic of the bowels of society.
Talk black to me, man.
A very vaginative proposition, my man. That is to say, prostitution pertaining to the cotex. You understand? I myself have imminentized my liquidation, therefore, ergo, i.e. First of all, we must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. If I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of intestinal tract, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation. So allow me to expose my colon once again. The ramification of the incision placed within the fallopian.
Check.
From that
check.
Word, jalapeno. The ambiguity that I feel never justifies itself. There's always the pungent odor of life's constipation that surreptitiously conflicts with the detrimental instability in the 2-4-6-8. Who do we appreciate? The unification of Congress.
Talk black to me, man.
Condoms, demystifying the squalor of profanity regurgitating over and over again. Here, let me digress my bowels for a minute. Not be persecuted by the pompous by the
Get him, Jabari. Get him, Shaka.
Inability to eradicate or foreshadow, taken from the Hebrew word for skin. So let me clarify, or excuse me, clarify. In other words, probably teach.
God damn. And so I'm challenging all the other Hebrews to come on out and deal with this topic right here. Because there's so many Hebrews out there. You're fake and you're phony. Chat. I said, chat, did he do what I fucking said he was gonna do? Didn't he do what I said he was gonna do?
He sure did.
Before our eyes. Peace and black power to everybody, man. I gotta get out of here and check this out, y'all. Peace. Oh, thank you for the donation.
He sounds like every nigga in the conscious community. Stupid.
Hey, man, we out of here, man. Most High bless y'all. Most High bless Chad King, Judah, Lima Star, Yehuda, all of y'all, man. Most High bless. Hey, great job again, Queen. JT, man. Thanks for coming back over. We're going to come back on a little more, man. Hey, Lima and Star, hope I can see y'all this weekend coming. Y'all know what time it is. Hope y'all make it down. So with that, shalom.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah, I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids. Tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
I'm tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You're doing this to yourself, Pats.
You know why we not afraid? What? He's great and terrible. Terrible is destruction. Y'all think it come back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying, yes, we can. No justice, no peace. Yo! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke. Motherfucker Popo. This is my battle cry. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that they stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords, generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege, given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my sharecrop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker Popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting. Of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat fashioned. In the trap we escaped, our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh. And white folk, let my people go, cause